year's crown winners. Please welcome Tinora fourth graders, Beckett Hancock, Landon Tipton, and Ella Singular. Beckett is the son of Rodney and Nicole. He is in every one of these classes this year. Beckett enjoys sports, playing football, playing his Xbox, hunting, fishing, and swimming. His favorite color is blue, and his favorite food is crab and lobster. Beckett is a huge Buckeye fan and loves the movie Rookie of the Year. When he grows up, Beckett wants to be a sportsman. Next we have Landon Tipton. Landon is the son of Eric and Alicia Tipton. Landon's fourth grade teacher this year is Miss Singer. In his free time, Landon enjoys playing sports, hunting, and fishing. His favorite color is green, and he loves sweets. Landon's favorite sports team is the Cleveland Browns, and his favorite movie is the Top Gun Maverick. When Landon grows up, he wants to be a football player. Last but not least, we have Ella Segura. Ella's teacher this year is Mrs. Wonderful. Ella loves spending her time playing softball and volleyball, and of course playing with her dolls. Ella's favorite color is Tinora green, and her favorite food is mashed potatoes. Ella's favorite sports team are your very own Tinora Rams and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Her favorite movie is Cinderella. When Ella grows up, she likes to be a teacher. He loves the movie Us and his TV show Chickens. Besides, as his role model is his older brother Devin, because he inspires him to be the best version of himself. He's always Devin and has taught many valuable lessons. His favorite childhood memory is when he had no worries and spent all the time hanging outside with his neighborhood friends all day long. Besides, says his most embarrassing moment is when he leaned on a wooden chair in 6th grade and it broke in front of the entire class. Josiah lives by the words, "You only live once." After high school, Josiah plans to go on a trip to another country, then eventually get married and live a happy life with kids and his own heart. Zoe is the daughter of Brandon and Julia Rothschild. Zoe has two siblings, Brayden and Casey. She is a member of the Tinora volleyball and softball teams. She also plays club volleyball out there. In her free time, Zoe loves to draw, hang out with her friends, and play volleyball. Favorite color is green, favorite food is spaghetti, and her favorite subject is studying. Her favorite movie is Coraline, and her favorite TV show is The Vampire Diaries. Zoe says her role model is her Aunt Jen because she is very passionate in what she does. She gives good advice, she's always willing to help, and she is so fun and kind-hearted. Zoe's favorite childhood memory is riding her bike on the stop sign for the first time and getting critical for her. The most embarrassing moment is when she broke her tooth on a sucker at the baseball game. Zoe lives by the words, "Don't cry when children." After high school, she plans on going to college school this weekend, do some traveling, and settling down to start a family. Her sophomore teams, Josiah Rivera and Joe. So, Zoe counts.
Next we have our junior attendants, Hayden Radcliffe and Carmen Wonderly. Hayden is the son of Carrie and Kevin Radcliffe. He has two siblings, Carter and Henry. Hayden is a member of our Tinora Rams baseball team and is a member of Helping Hands and Ram Radicals. Outside of school, Hayden spends his time playing baseball, playing other sports, hanging out with friends, and adventuring. His favorite color is green. Favorite food is mac and cheese. Favorite subject is lunch. Favorite movie is 22 Jump Street. And favorite show is Breaking Bad. Hayden's favorite song is No Scrubs by TLC. Hayden is a big fan of the Steelers, the Buckeyes, and the Cleveland Guardians. His favorite childhood memory is hanging out at his friend's house after sports games. Hayden's words to live by are wake up, pick good sheets, and be an academic weapon. Brad. His name is Brad on TikTok. After high school, Hayden wants to go to college and study physical therapy. Carmen is the daughter of Kelly and Steve Drew and David Wonderly. Carmen has 8 siblings, but she says her favorite sister is Slater. Carmen is a member of the Tinora volleyball team, and outside of school, Carmen loves golfing, going to Cabin Fever, spending time with friends and family. Her favorite color is purple, favorite food is mashed potatoes, favorite subject is study hall, favorite movie is Shrek, and favorite TV show is Bates Motel. Carmen's favorite music artist is Bruno Mars, and she is a big fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Carmen's role model is Grandma Gerber because she is devoted to her family and gives great advice. Carmen loves reminiscing on going to the lake with her family. Carmen's favorite quote is, "You can't fix stupid after high school." She plans on going into cosmetology. Junior attendants, Kate Bradford and Carmen Wonderly.
Time to introduce our senior class of teams. The first couple we have are Gavin Edgar and Emma Cooper. Gavin is the son of Jason and Stephanie Edgar. Gavin has one younger sibling, Bryce, who is a freshman at Tinora. Gavin is a member of the Rams football, basketball, and track teams. He is also a member of the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Gavin works at an exceptional motor park with his friends. He enjoys hanging out with his friends. Gavin's favorite color is purple. Favorite food is baked spaghetti. Favorite subject is math. His favorite movie is Project X. And his favorite TV show is All American. Gavin's favorite song is The Color Fire, and he loves the book When Cold War. His favorite sports team is the Cleveland Browns. Gavin's role model is his uncle, Ron Burke, because he is a successful businessman. Gavin's favorite childhood memory is being outside all day long in the summer with his friends on the neighborhood. His most embarrassing moment was when he was airballed at a free throw against Ayersville in junior year. Gavin was by the words, "You only live once." After high school, Gavin plans to attend college and eventually attend med school to become an anesthesiologist. Emma is the daughter of Kathy and Tom King. She has one older brother, Jacob, who is a freshman at King. Emma is a member of our volleyball team and works at Cabin Fever next week. When she isn't working or playing volleyball, Emma likes to drink coffee, go shopping, and spend time with her friends. Emma's favorite color is blue. Her subject is study hall with its students, and her favorite book is The Boy Called Kate. Emma loves watching The Office, The Grinch, and of course, Tinker. Emma's role models are both of her grandmothers. She says they both fought battles with their health and never gave up. Her favorite childhood memory is when her best friend Jordan fell off the end of the bleachers at the fair. Emma lived by the words, "Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind always," by Ron Williams. Emma's plans after high school are going to college, study psychology, and move to Florida. Give it up for Gavin and Emma.
Time to welcome our second couple, Anna Fraser and Luke Harris. Luke is the son of Joni and Jim Harris. He has one sister, Sarah. Luke is a part of the Tinora basketball and baseball team. Additionally, he is a member of both Art Club and National Honor Society. Outside of school, Luke volunteers at his church to make breakfast and help run the church festivities. When he's not volunteering, Luke likes to be on the basketball courts and chill with his friends. Luke's favorite color is red. Favorite food is steak. Favorite subject is math. Favorite movie is The Pursuit of Happiness. And his favorite TV show is All American. His favorite song is From the Town by Jay-Z. His favorite book is The Fault in Our Stars. Luke's favorite sports team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Luke's role model is his father. He says, as a kid, he saw everything his father did was trying to be just like him. His favorite childhood memory is thinking about any time he was playing sports with his great friend. Luke's most embarrassing moment was when he got dunked on at ONU. Luke still denies it happened to this day. Luke lives by the words, "Find the light in darkness." His plans after high school are to attend college, but isn't sure where yet. Luke says he wants to see where the orange bouncy ball could go. Anna Fraser is the daughter of Israel and Myra Fraser. She has two brothers, Quentin and Isaac. Anna is a member of the Tinora High School softball team, HOSA, NTHS, and CTP. When she's not at school, Anna enjoys playing travel softball and work at Cold seasonally. Anna also enjoys spending time with her friends, family, boyfriend, and dogs, as well as playing softball. Anna's favorite color is pink. Her favorite food is chocolate ice cream. Favorite subject is anatomy and physiology. Her favorite book series is Harry Potter. And her favorite artist is Kanye. Favorite movie to watch is White Chicks. And her favorite TV show is Breaking Bad. Anna's favorite sports team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. And her role models are her parents because they are both hardworking and amazing. Her favorite childhood memory is spending time at her grandma Wanda's house. Anna's favorite quote is "Humble yourself before the Lord, and He will lift you up." James 4:10. Her plans at high school are to attend the University of Toledo for a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program. Please give it up for Luke and Anna.
Finally, our last couple of the night, Eli Clarkson and Elizabeth Blue. Eli is the son of Marie and Doug Clarkson. Eli had two siblings, Molly and Kyle. He is part of the Tinora basketball team and baseball team. Outside of school, Eli had a job working at Marshall's Undisplayed Corner. His favorite color is green. Favorite food is monks and hockey. His favorite subject is math. And his favorite book is Safe at Home by Ryan Williams. Eli enjoys watching incredible movies, including Glory Road. Eli's favorite music is country, and his favorite sports team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Eli's role model is Nolan Schaefer because he was last year's homecoming king. His favorite childhood memory is going to San Francisco to visit Alvin friends. Eli's most embarrassing moment is any time he reminisces on the TikToks he made his freshman year. Eli lives by the words, "Only live once." After high school, Eli plans to join the workforce. Logan McClellan is the daughter of Corey and James McClellan. She has one younger brother, Mason. Logan is involved in many clubs and sports, including volleyball, swimming, softball, art club, the National Honor Society, and senior council. Outside of school, Emma enjoys helping with the youth, volleyball, and softball programs, hanging out with friends, spending time with family, drawing, and making TikToks. Logan's favorite color is orange. Her favorite food is strawberry foods. Her favorite subject is art, and her favorite book is The Lovely Bones. Logan enjoys watching that 70s show and the movie Blueberries. Her favorite artist is SCA. Logan says her favorite sports team is whoever is winning. Logan's role model is her mom because she's a great example of always showing kindness and loyalty to her kids. Her favorite childhood memory is playing summer softball for Coach Gray. And her most embarrassing moment is when she hit in the parking lot. Logan's works to live by arm, lead by example, and acting to God in endurance. After high school, Logan will be continuing her volleyball career at Wilmington College while studying exercise science in a different position in the program. Give it up for Eli and Logan.
Now that you've met our 2022 homecoming court, it is time to crown the 2022 homecoming king and queen. This year's king and queen were nominated by the senior class, and the finalists were voted on by the entire student body.
We're proud to announce the Tinora High School homecoming king is Eli Blossom.
And the 2022 homecoming queen is Logan McQuillan. Let us give one last round of applause to the entire homecoming court. We have a great school system and are proud to be Grant. Thank you.
Welcome to week number 7 of the 2022 Tinora Rams high school football season. Coming up live here at Tinora High School's Justin F. Coressel Stadium is the Tinora Rams hosting the Ayersville Pilots as we head into this key GMC matchup. Coming up is the 47th edition of the River Bowl. To the victor goes the ever-coveted Victory Bell. Tinora comes in at 4-2, 2-1 in the GMC. Rams defeated Wayne Trace last Friday. Tinora currently stands at 12th in the Division 5 Region 18 playoff standings. Ayersville Pilots come in at 5-1, 3-0 in the GMC. They are third in Division 7 Region 26. So we said the top 16 teams in each region qualifies for the playoffs. Pilots' lone loss this season was a last-minute defeat in the season opener to Delta. Tonight, Signs Excavating kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Signs Excavating offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can help and can assist in your general excavating services, demolition, or emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch digging to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Excavating is the official pregame sponsor of the Tinora Rams live fall sports season. For all your excavating needs, get a hold of Josh, 419-769-2290. For your trucking needs, get a hold of Brad, 419-481-3738. And of course, you can visit them on Facebook or go to signsexcavating.com. Overall, the series started way back in 1976. This is 46 years worth of games. Overall, 24 wins for Ayersville, 21 for Tinora, and 1 tie. The Rams have won 14 of the last 15 matchup, with the lone pilot victory coming here at Tinora in 2016. Last season, the Rams traveled over to Ayersville and defeated the Pilots by a score of 39-0. Rams averaging 18 points on offense, giving up 13 points on defense. The Rams have scored 3 touchdowns this season on defense. Looking at the Rams' first 6 weeks of this 2022 season, week 1, Rams were dominated on the road by Liberty Center, a 31-0 loss. Week 2, Rams rebounded nicely to defeat Wauseon 27-13. Week 3, which seems like forever and a day ago, that was a Saturday afternoon. Rams came away with a victory at Lima Central Catholic, 20-7. Week 4, Rams dominated Fairview here at Tinora to open the GMC season. That was 34-0. Rams defense held the Apaches to -16 total yards of offense. Week number 5 here at Tinora, the Archers from Antwerp came over, defeated Tinora in the last few minutes, 20-14. Week 6, last Friday night, Rams traveled over to Wayne Trace to take on the Raiders. Came away with a defensive struggle, a 13-6 victory. Rams defense held the Raiders to 86 yards. Looking at the Rams here in 2022, they're averaging 201 yards per game on offense. They're averaging 164 yards rushing and 37 yards passing. Quarterback Gavin Eckert on the season is 17 for 42, 178 yards, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions for Gavin. On the ground, Eckert has rushed 50 times for 74 yards and 6 touchdowns. Brandon Edwards is leading the Ram attack here in 2022. Edwards has 73 rushes for 418 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.7 yards per carry. Dallas Dockenhouse has also stepped up nicely this season. Dallas has 72 carries, 352 yards, and 2 scores, including a huge Week 5 game here versus Antwerp. 29 carries for 186 yards for Dockenhouse. Cole Anders leads the Rams in catches for 69 yards. Brandon Edwards has 6 catches for 64 yards, including a 33-yard touchdown last week at Wayne Trace. Defensively, Javen Gaines returned last week to cause havoc versus the Raiders. Gaines, in his first game back, 6 tackles and 2 sacks. Good to see Javen back. Dallas Dockenhouse on the season, 37 tackles and 2 sacks. Linebacker Joey Geisinger going to lead the Rams tonight with 39 tackles at the linebacker spot. Graham Askins, who caused havoc in that Week 4 game versus Fairview, comes in with 36 tackles and 5.5 sacks. In the defensive backfield, Gavin Eckert anchors them back there. 26 tackles and 6 tip passes for Gavin. Cole Anders has 33 tackles in the Tinora secondary. Last season, Ayersville finished at 6-4 in the GMC. Chris Dales resigned after the season, which brought upon Coach Andy Mickey, who became the 4th coach in Ayersville football history. Pilot Center, as we said, 5-1. They are 3-0 in the GMC. 4 seniors this season for Ayersville. Blake Honstein, Owen Berner, Weston McGuire, and Tyson Slaughter lead the list of returning letter winners. Ayersville is averaging 36 points per game on offense, giving up 18 points per game on defense. Offensively, Ayersville averages 240 yards rushing, 114 passing for 359 total yards per contest. The Pilots are averaging. Blake Honstein is a dual threat, both on the ground and through the air. Honstein, 481 yards and 12 touchdowns on the ground. He has 656 yards through the air. Pilots also sport the conference's top running back, senior Owen Berner this season, 694 yards for Berner. He has 8 touchdowns on the ground. Quarterback Honstein had a rough beginning. He had 6 interceptions through the first games, but since then, Week 4 until last week, he has just 1 interception. Top receiver for Ayersville is Abe Delano. Last week, 3 catches for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. That victory over Hicksville. On the season, Delano, 19 catches, 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively for the Pilots, Weston McGuire has 54 tackles, followed by Owen Berner with 40. Brady Clark, 35 tackles and 3.5 sacks. Briefly looking at the season review for the Pilots. Week 1 was that 22-19 heartbreaking loss to Delta. Week 2 beat up Jefferson 41-21. Week 3 defeated Bluffton 28-19. Week 4 we started GMC, beat Paulding 47-15. Week number 5 on the road, a huge matchup over at Edgerton, came away with a 42-22 victory. And week 6, they defeated the Aces last week, 37-6. This after Ayersville with just an 8-0 lead at the half. Ayersville is coached by head coach Andy Mickey. That's his first season. As we said, he is just the 4th coach in the history of Ayersville football. Assisted by Austin Fritz, Bill Zartman, Chuck Martinez, and Brandon Bainfeld. Athletic director Rafael Manriquez does a fantastic job at Ayersville. Superintendent is Beth Hinch. Principal Christine Siebenet, trainer. Clay Keeley. Ayersville is Division 7, Region 26. Colors, Columbia blue and gold. Stats for Ayersville is Bob and Lori Luderman. Video, Jamison Clark. Video is Gary Brombaugh. Rams tonight, coached internally by Jeff Sleesher. Tinora will be out some players and some coaches due to an ongoing suspension/investigation. Assistant coaches for Tinora, Roger McKelvey, Eric Becker, Casey Helton, Charlie Kelly, and Chris Kime. Superintendent at Northeastern Local Schools is Nicole Wells. Principal at Tinora High School is Alex Nafziger. The athletic director is Mr. Craig Rutter. Says hello to everybody out there watching and listening. Trainer, Emily Volmar. Stats, Sean and Kirsty Mack. Video, Mr. Eric Spiller. Rams colors are forest green and white. Division 5, Region 18 for the Rams. So, wherever you are, and however you may be listening tonight, thanks for tuning in to the game tonight. Coming up, it's the Tinora Rams hosting the Ayersville Pilots in the River Rivalry in this huge Week 7 showdown. Friday night, under the lights. Tonight, the victor takes home the victory bell. Coming up, we will have the David Frank weather forecast. We'll give you the uniforms, and we'll tell you who won the tongue-tied tonight. Coin toss. Kind of chilly up here on the roof. Your in-game scoreboard is brought to you by the Drop Zone Pizzeria. Locations in downtown Ayersville and in Stryker. Pregame is brought to you by Signs Excavating. Your video sponsor will be Bat and Stevens Body Shop in downtown Jewel, Ohio.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The Law Office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The Law Office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fire and Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Firestone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Firestone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Firestone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams.
We are live here at Tinora High School's Justin F. Coressel Stadium, your David Frank weather forecast. Right now, there's not a cloud in the sky here at Tinora High School. It's a almost perfect 61 degrees here on your David Frank weather forecast as we set up top press box here at Tinora High School. As I told the fellas, it's going to get a little brisk about 7:30, 8 o'clock when the sun goes down, but we're ready. Keith Brown with you. Coach of the Year in softball, Tony Fairchild, Dr. A.J. Fairchild on camera tonight. We have a substitute for Logan. Logan is away on business. We have his father, Mike. Mike did a great job on the homecoming court. That was an A++ job on the video for Mike. So, not his first time, as you can tell, on the cameras, but a great job by Mike. Here, River rivalry time. The rivalry dates back to 1976. All-time, Ayersville with a 24-21 lead. There was one tie, and that was actually the first game. It was tied 0-0 in 1976. Kind of an offensive humdinger there back in the initial
0-0
initial contest. But here, actually a huge GMC contest. Antwerp and Ayersville are 3-0. Edgerton and Tinora are 2-1. Paulding and Wayne Trace are 1-2, and Fairview and Hicksville are 0-3. So the loser of this contest, guys, probably can flush their GMC hopes for the season down the toilet. Rams still have Edgerton in a couple of weeks, but this is a huge game. Ayersville has Antwerp next week, so.
Yeah, Antwerp's got a couple games back-to-back here to a couple tough contests here.
Rams will be kicking right to left, which is probably the first time that I can remember seeing this in forever. Rams in the forest green jerseys, white numbers, black trim, black pants tonight for the Rams with the forest green helmet. Ayersville in the Columbia blue pants, white jerseys, Columbia blue numbers, and black. Looks like they're phasing out the gold just a little bit at Ayersville.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Looks like the Ayersville down the side of the leg has got a little bit of yellow in it.
Always remember Coach McCord's teams coming out that locker room and just chanting all the way from the locker room to the field. It's like intimidating before the game even started. Jacob Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40 for Ayersville. Line drive kick. Hits at the 5 and goes into the end zone. We are underway here at Tinora High School. Bishop, as he's done several times, as Ray Wolfram watching that one sail through the back of the end zone.
Well, the one thing about the new Performing Arts Center here at Tinora, it casts an entire shadow over the entire field and then some. Normally this would be a defensive nightmare staring into the sun the whole time, but really it pretty much casts a shadow over the whole field.
Yeah, kudos to the designers of that. I'm sure that was their intention, is to check out the sunset here during football games, but it actually worked out well. Ayersville, averaging 37 points on offense, takes the field 359 yards a game on offense overall. Inside handoff to Jacob Berner. Berner across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Gain of 3 for Berner.
It's like we had him kind of plugged up there right away, and he just kept churning the legs and got an extra couple yards out of that.
Berner and Hallstein, the top 2 rushers in the GMC.
We've talked about those two names quite a bit in the NWO Sports podcast, and it kind of shows when he comes up there, gets hit in the line of scrimmage, and keeps pushing forward for an extra couple yards.
Berner, 107 rushes for just under 700 yards and 8 touchdowns. Again, takes the handoff, gets maybe to the 25. Minimal gain by Burner. They're going to give him maybe a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for Coach Andy Mickey over there in his offense. Good to see Coach Mickey over at Ayersville. Listened to Coach Mickey on 105.7 last year with Garrett doing color. Just underway here at Tinora High School. Thanks for joining us. No score on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. 47th edition of the River Rivalry River Bowl. Used to call it back in the day.
Yeah. See what the Rams can do here so they can get we've been struggling on 3rd down getting off the field, and let's see if we can get off the field here.
Burner goes out of the backfield, comes in motion near side. Straight back, Honstein under pressure. Hit in the backfield. Gaines with
nice
a
play.
just drilled Honstein. Bounced off him. He's just a little bit slow getting up, shaking the cobwebs off there. But Javen Gaines again showing his presence as he did last week at Wayne Trace. Gaines last week 6 tackles and 2 sacks and just constant quarterback pressure.
Honstein went to the sideline there limping a little bit. He's like you said, he took a whack.
Honstein's their punter, I believe, so he actually is out of the game.
Well, that was a good stand for Tinora. First drive, that was pretty awesome.
Eckert back deep at the 40 of a whistle on the kick.
Delay game.
Trenton DeLarber out wide for the Rams.
11 seconds on the clock.
Penalties on Tinora. Too many men on the field. I believe that's the call, and if that's the case,
I only count 11.
Yeah, it's 12 out there.
that is going to be close to a first down.
Yep.
So the Rams have 12 men on the field in
Here
punt
comes
coverage.
Here comes Ayersville offense back.
It's going to be 4th and a long 2.
Ah, dang it.
Coach Mickey bringing the offense back on the field is
Stupid mistake right there. Great opportunity for the Rams to get off the field the first drive, and substitution mistake. Gosh darn. Now we really got to step up.
see if Ayersville is going to try and draw the Rams offside again. Really tight formation. Direct snap. Honstein gets to the 30, across the 30, maybe to the 30 and a half. And that penalty cost the Rams. Ayersville moves the change. First down, Ayersville. That was at the 9:31 mark here in the first quarter. Costly penalty for the Rams special team.
Well, you said it earlier. The Rams have been having a hard time getting off the field on 3rd down.
Yes.
Once again.
Don't need help.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we talked about special teams last week being a big part of the game, and there it was. That didn't even involve the play, really. So,
1st and 10 from their own 31. Burner comes near side, breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 40 to the 41. It's going to be close to a Ayersville first down. It is a first down. Devin Llewellyn on the tackle for the Rams. Under 9 minutes here in the opening quarter.
They called that first down from, I don't think either one of the line judges thought it was a first down, but.
Calling from the dugout that back here on the softball field, I think. The Little League field.
First down.
First down, Ayersville from their own 41. Balls on the near side hash. One receiver far side. Shotgun formation for Honstein. One back next to him. Man goes in motion. Honstein with the quarterback keeper. Takes it across the 45. Falls forward to the 46 for Ayersville. Nice 5-yard gain for Honstein. And the Pilots going to set up 2nd and 5 with 8:25 and winding here in the first quarter. River Bowl here at Tinora High School. Nice crowd on hand here. Ball's in the center of the hash. Burner, the handoff up the middle. Gets to the 50, but the whistle blew right at the handoff. We're going to have a dead ball. Illegal motion on the Ayersville Pilots. So that's going to back the Pilots up 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pilot offense. Just a shade over 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. No score. Pilots on the opening series. Ball's almost in the center of the hash. 2 receivers near side. Burner in the slot. Wolfram out here. Wolfram catches it. about the 46, falls forward to the 48. Gain of close to 8 on the game. Graziani on the tackle for the Rams. Going to be third and right about 4, a long 3 for Ayersville. 7:25 and winding here in the opening quarter. Thanks for joining us here on Tinora Rams Live on this fantastic Friday night.
I'm surprised Tinora kind of stuck with their base defense here, playing that kind of 4-4 front here. With Honstein has been known to make some mistakes with the ball, throwing the ball, and you thought maybe they would do something a little different, try to slow down the run for Ayersville.
Burner in motion, takes the pitch from Honstein, takes it far side, cuts it up. Going to be short of the first down. Knocked down about the Ayersville 49. A lot of action. Gain of 2 yards. Going to be 4th and about 2. Ayersville went for it way down on their 30. They're probably going to go for it here.
I was going to say the same thing. If they went for it way back there, I'm sure this will be a no-brainer. But, that little kind of a motion, pitch forward, that's actually considered a pass.
Correct.
So,
it's a forward pass.
Yeah.
6:30 and counting. 4th and 2 from their own 49. Quick
False start.
snap. We have a flag on the play.
It wasn't blown dead.
Yes, I think we're going to have a false start.
No,
But it wasn't blown dead, so I'm guessing neutral zone.
No, it is. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift on Ayersville. That's going to back them up 5, so it's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Pilot offense. See what Coach Mickey and staff wants to do here.
Might change things a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to bring on the punting team. Special teams coming out for Ayersville. Now Tinora. Make sure that everybody counts numbers.
Well, Tinora had 2 come off. Did they have 2 go back
in the forest
on?
green this time.
Oh, there goes the second one.
6:20 and winding here. 4th and 7 from their own 44 for the Pilots. Ball is on the far side hash mark.
I thought maybe we tried that with too many. We were going to try it with one less.
Eckert back at just outside of his 20. High end over end kick. Hits about the 27. Bounce back. Takes a Tinora bounce down to the 31-yard line. So the Rams, with 6:01 to go here in the opening quarter, tried out the offense for the first series. Gavin Eckert, under center, gets to play from Coach Helton. So Casey calling the plays tonight for the Rams. Swinehagen comes off. Dockenhouse. Out there. Adkins joins in. 3-man in the backfield. Eckert under center. Keeps it on the quarterback keeper. Takes it on the far side. Across the 30, 35. Jumps out of bounds.
36 looks like where they're going to mark it.
About a 5-yard gain by Gavin on the quarterback keeper.
Looked like maybe that was supposed to be an option and just didn't.
Just took off. That's one thing about Gavin. He's a playmaker when it comes to that. We've seen several times this year that Gavin's made something out of nothing. Eckert with 6 touchdowns this season on the ground. Also on the far side hash, going to be 2nd and 5 for the Rams from their own 36. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Rams 3 receivers near side, shotgun formation. Eckert comes out to Edwards, makes a bobbling catch at the 30, gets across the 35, maybe he got to the 36.
Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of action again, back and forth, but didn't really get anywhere.
Edwards kind of bobbled it coming out of the backfield on the reception.
Ball was a little bit behind him. He made a good job of being able to hold on to that.
Yeah,
So it's going to be
adjustment.
3rd and 5 for Tinora. Rams, as my stat sheet almost went flying. That would be bad. Rams coming in averaging 18 points on offense, giving up 13 on defense. Rams are averaging just a shade over 200 yards per contest.
About Javen Gaines in the game here.
Wide receiver, far side for the Rams, Carter Gilliam.
Not quite.
It's going to be
Edwards
close.
going to be close. I think he's going to be just a half a football short
Wait
the
a
way they
minute.
put it down.
Oh,
We're going to go up and look at this one. We just pointed to the last time.
Eyeballing it across the way there. Going to have an official measurement here. Timeout on the field. Officials timeout. It's going to be 4th and short for the Rams. There's going to be 1st and 10.
It's going to be close. It might be by the nose of the ball.
5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. No score.
And
Chad Ackerman and Doug Plasman. Congratulations to Doug's son, Eli, selected the homecoming team. First down, Rams move those chains to steal a line from Fairview. Crossed away there. Our friends from WOSN, Randy Roberts and Miles Holiday over there calling the game. Check them guys out later. Mike doing a good job over there. So them guys do a fantastic job, Miles and Randy. Back here, just under 5 minutes, no score. Rams with the first down. Ball's on the near side hash. Inside handoff goes to Dallas Dockenhouse. Dockenhouse across the 42, got to close to the 45-yard line. Bless you, AJ.
Yeah, thank you. Got the mic muted just in time.
It's going to be second and a long fight for the Rams from their own 45.
As my grandpa would always say, this is sap weather. get a little bit of that runny nose up here. The wind blowing, it's chilly.
Dockenhouse just short of the 50 to the 40, just over the 48. It's going to be third and short for Tinora as we hit the 4:15 mark here in the opening quarter. No score on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Don't forget Sunday, Beckett Hancock benefit is over here at this fantastic art center.
You know, I have yet to be inside there, Keith.
That was fantastic. Eckert takes the snap. Caught way in the backfield, trying to string it out. Puts the shoulder down, and I think he's got the first down. It's going to be close. See where they put it. Gavin again making something out of nothing there. Knew where he had to get, put the shoulder down, and
looks like he's going to have it where they're spotting it here.
Boy, I don't know.
It's going to be another measurement.
I bet they measure this again.
Head referee's coming over here in the white cap. He's eyeballing. He's like, we're going to bring the sticks out again.
They're going to go 50 yards this time with the sticks.
Have to bring them way over here. Hopefully Ackerman and the boys are in shape.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Ackerman and Plasma are going to tap out here soon.
Hey, bring in the lefty. Where's the guy from the bullpen? Hey, I thought I saw Ackerman out here the other day after my practice. He was doing some stadium steps. Maybe he was getting prepared for this.
Need to do some gassers back and forth across the
Chad smiling as he brings it over here. Put the sticks down. We'll have to wait for a signal because we can't actually see. First down, Rams. Rams again.
Like an echo, Keith.
Back to, hey, I stole it from Gene. Mean Gene downstairs does a fantastic job here. Gene Sugg, great PA announcer here at Tinora High School. I think Gene took over for Mr. Terry Penner years ago.
Wow.
And Terry,
that was a while ago.
Mr. Penner was an announcer here for 20, 30 years, I think.
I was here when I was in school.
Rams are first and 10. The Ayersville 49, just under 4 minutes to go here.
Whoops.
We're going to have an illegal, well, everybody kind of left early for Tinora.
I'm guessing the center forgot the snap count.
We saw that last week, too.
Everybody left except for him. Him and Gavin. Gavin was kind of like, hey, need something here.
Don't have the ball. 3:52 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. Rams are backed up on their other side of the 50 now, back to their 46. Both teams with just one possession here in the first. Ball's on the near side hash for those of you listening on radio. Rams going right to left tonight. Anders in motion. Eckert under center. Quarterback takes the ball, and he is just smuggled at the 40-yard line by...
Pulled a couple guys there to lead block, and
Tyson Schlachter.
They just kind of ran right by him.
Big loss for the Rams offense on there. It's going to be 2nd and 20 all the way back to the Tinora 41. Schlachter didn't fall for the fake on that one. He had that one sniffed out all the way. .320 and winding here in the opening quarter. Still no score. Three receivers near side, one, or actually two far side. Eckert flings it out here to Edwards, catches it 38, makes a man miss it to 40, gets to the 45 where he steps out of bounds right in front of the Rams bench. Going to bring up third down for Tinora.
Looking at AJ and laughing because it's second down and 25 and we ran a screenplay, and we always get on the Ohio State games, they always do that. It's like
I
second
always
down
rag
and
on
second,
Buckeyes for that.
second down and 20, and we run a screen.
3rd and 16 from their own 45. 2 backs behind Eckert. Inside handoff to Schweinhagen. Schweinhagen gets close to the 47-yard line. Well short of a Rams first down. It's going to be 4th and 14. 4th and 13 officially. The Rams bring the special teams out. Jacob Bishop going to be back to punt. Bishop is a sophomore taking over for Nolan Schaefer. Has done a fantastic job here on the kicking duties for the Ram, averaging 32 yards a punt. Fishpaw back on his 20 for Ayersville. Bishop gets the snap. Burner almost got it. Nice kick. Fair catch called by Fishpaw. Let the ball go. Rams are down at about the 2-yard line. Fishpaw way for the fair catch. Excellent job by Bishop to get that ball off. Burner was just right there for the Pilots.
We're going to have to work on our punt because, wow, that I thought that was blocked.
I wasn't sure it wasn't. Wow, it was close.
But, yeah, Fishpaw, he did wait for the fair catch, and I don't know if he heard footsteps and panicked a little bit and then just backed off and let the ball bounce. And, man, what a great roll for Tinora.
It almost looked like he kind of misjudged the distance a little bit. He started backpedaling, and it was still over his head.
Yeah, well, that ball carried in the air. That was a great kick.
Absolutely. And we've seen that a couple of times this year, some pretty good punts.
2:16 here in the first quarter. No score as Ayersville's backed up in their own shadows of their own goalpost here. Or maybe that's the Fine Arts Center, one or the other. Holstein in his own end zone gets the Burner. Burner across the 5, gets close to the 8, maybe 9-yard line. Nice gain on the first down carry by Owen Burner.
You have to bear with us a little bit. I see some people down here that's wearing some different jersey numbers. Like, for instance, I see a number 80, and I don't see an 80 on our roster. So bear with us if we say the wrong names.
2nd and 5 Pilots from their own 8, 1:45 and counting here in the opening quarter. No score. Holstein shotgun formation. Man in motion. Holstein, quarterback keeper, straight ahead, gets across the 10, falls forward to the 11. Going to be just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 for the Pilot offense as we're down to the 1:30 mark here in the opening quarter. And just what you'd expect. AJ, you played in this game right here.
This is always a physical game. You know, there's a lot of aggression here. The whole week kind of builds up to this game. As soon as that last week's game against Wayne Trace is over, you know they were immediately looking at Ayersville and the river rivalry.
Ayersville week.
Say it right. So there's always a lot of chippiness down there, a lot of physicality. So it's always it's a fun game to play, but man, it's a tough one.
Burner inside handoff, gets across the 15. He's going to have the first down by about a yard. 1st and 10 Pilots. 51 seconds to go here while they adjust the change on the far side. Mr. Plasman and Mr. Eckert over there.
Devin Llewellyn read that play perfectly, stepped right up in the hole, and Ayersville let's just say they did a nice job blocking. He stepped right up in the hole. I thought he had him stopped short, and somebody come down and put him on his back.
Ball's on the near side hash. 1st and 10 for the Pilots. Man in motion comes near side Burner. Fake handoff to him under pressure. Holstein throws it deep out there. 2 flags on the play. Pass was intended for Weston McGuire. Sailed over his head.
Nowhere near the.
See what the flags are.
Yeah, nowhere near the play.
Kind of in the Rams linebacking area.
I think it was they're going to call illegal man downfield. I think is what I
It's
saw the initial motion
for it.
Back the Pilots up, I believe, 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, must be against Pilots. They're backing up.
Should put the ball down about their own 10. Yes, they do. 26 seconds to go here as they reset the yard markers, pick up the flags.
Well, I thought that Tinora had a chance of an interception there. We read it well. Carter Gilliam was right there on it, but just he kind of stopped and stepped up underneath the receiver there.
Shotgun formation for Holstein. Man in motion far side. He gets the pitch / short pass. Tackled.
Nice tackle by Eckert.
Eckert, as Tony said, brought him down for a couple yard loss there.
Tell you what, the Rams are playing well. Really playing well here.
Sorry for you Ayersville people tuning in. The front of the Ayersville numbers kind of blends in with the white, and I can't really see the numbers again. Had that problem a couple years ago. That's the final play here in the opening quarter. We're going to head to the second quarter here on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We are scoreless here at Tinora High School's Justin F. Coressel Stadium. We'll be back right after this timeout.
October 22nd, 2022. Mark that date on your calendar. The Tinora Athletic Boosters is happy to announce a night at the races. 7 p.m. at the Defiance VFW. Be sure to get your tickets from the Boosters. Buckeye football is on, but don't worry. We'll have the game on the TV so you won't miss a snap. The Athletic Boosters is a nonprofit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the Rams team's or organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Find out more by visiting the Tinora Athletic Boosters on Facebook. The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back here at Tinora High School, headed to quarter number 2, scoreless.
You know, Keith, this is a big defensive stand here for Tinora. Got Ayersville pinned deep in their own territory, and if you can flip the field here a little bit, maybe you can create a little momentum for the offense.
Hornstein, shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Burner takes the handoff, gets to the
Gaines.
10 or 11. He is slammed down by Javen Gaines. Javen was our player of the game last week, as well as the My Sports Live player of the game.
Tell you what, he's making a good push for it again this week.
Weston McGuire from Ayersville is getting a little talking to from the official. But that's like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen him a little aggressive as the play's ending. So I've seen the official walk over to him and talk to him that time.
3rd and 16 for the Pilots, 11:29 and winding here in the second quarter. No score in the 47th edition of the River Rivalry. River Bowl here tonight at Justin F. Coressel Stadium. Hornstein, straight back drop, looking, fires deep over the middle, way over the head of his intended receiver, Abe Delano.
That's what the Rams needed right there. Another stop, got him deep in territory. I don't know what as far as punting, but we should be able to flip the field here a little bit. Maybe we can get a return.
The one thing is here, you want to see Eckert take a ball back a little ways, get a return.
Eckert back just outside his 40. Deep in the own end zone, high snap.
Ooh,
nice recovery. Eckert takes a line drive kick at the 40, across the 35, goes far side 30, gets to the 25 where he's tackled out of bounds over there. Eckert slammed to the ground hard.
He's hurt.
I think he landed hard on his shoulder.
He's getting up, but I don't know if he's good.
A little bit of rolling around there.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder for sure. It's his left shoulder.
Gavin walking. Emily's over there.
Gavin got over there quick.
Holding his right arm.
I think he's holding his left shoulder, Keith. If I'm seeing it right, he'll say he's gingerly holding that left shoulder.
And anybody that knows Gavin, they're going to have to yank him out of there to have him take a seat.
He's got to come out at least one play.
Yeah.
He's running now. Hopefully it's okay. Good return. What I said, flipping the field, that's great. Got a good return on that.
Should ask our 2 medical experts here on staff, Mike and AJ.
I was actually watching Matt Stafford back when he played for the Lions. I was watching a play where he ended up messing up his shoulder and fought to stay in the game. Went ahead and threw the ball.
I'm going to guess he's got a broken collarbone just by the way he acted right there.
Grazian in for the Rams, gets to Edwards, gets to about the 25 where he's hit there and brought to the ground.
Watch the trainer stick her arm up underneath the sleeve. That's what they do to check for the collarbone or AC joint, and Eckert didn't like that at all. So we'll see.
He's got some help taking the left side of his helmet off. So
Gavin puts the helmet down on the bench. He's going to head behind the bench. Emily is getting some stuff out there. Back here, it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Pitch goes to Edwards, cuts it up inside, across the 25 to the 20.
Kind of got caught up in traffic a little bit there.
Yeah, Will Newman trying to block, and Edwards is trying to push him along a little bit.
Going to be 3rd and about 6.
I thought it was Will. Maybe
For the
not.
Rams.
It wasn't Newman.
Gain of 5, actually. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Ball's on the Ayersville 21. 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. No score here on this fantastic Friday night for football as the sun sets here at Tinora High School.
Another big 3rd down for Tinora here. Got to get something going. Are we within Bishop's range
Slight
here?
breeze into his face.
Yeah, I don't know.
Graziani under center. Pitch goes to Dockenhouse. He's caught in the backfield, brought down about the 26. 5-yard loss.
We're not now.
If the Rams were thinking about a field goal, that may have just ended. That 5 yards is a huge mark for a high school field goal kicker. Bishop's coming out.
Or is he going to punt it? I'm not sure what they're doing here.
I would assume he's going to try a field goal.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Punt from the
here, too.
25.
They're gonna
Come on,
try
Coach
it.
Fairchild.
Wow. Well, you never know. They might try to punt it and pin him deep again.
Going to put the ball down about the 33, so it'll be a 43-yard attempt by Jacob Bishop. Slight breeze into his face. Graziani on the hold. Kick by Bishop. Up!
It's good. No.
Just a little bit wide to look good from this angle. Fell just short, so Bishop comes up empty on the 43-yarder. That 5 yards
That 5
came
yards.
into play right there. That probably would have been good from 38.
Yeah, that was. It looked like he hit it well, man. It was going looked like a good kick.
So the Pilots are going to take over. 8:59 to go here in the second quarter. Still scoreless. Here at Tenora's Justin F. Coressel Stadium, fantastic crowd. Ayersville has the bleachers packed. Tinora, bleachers packed. Shotgun formation for Honstein. We have 2 men in motion. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
Look at this. There's a little section of stands over there. I don't know if you can get that, Mike. The Ayersville student section.
They're crammed into the old baseball bleachers they brought over.
I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can put anybody else in those stands or not. It's kind of packed in there.
Looks like Eckert's got his pads off.
She's taking a look.
Yeah.
First and 15 from their own 15. Berner takes a handoff from Honstein, across the 15, maybe to the 17. Gain of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Pilots. Gaines again on the tackle.
Yeah, Gaines is already making a difference in this game. He's playing great up front, which they're going to have in order to stop Ayersville's run game.
Good to see Taryn Ward back active. I don't know if Taryn played last week or not. I know he suited up. I don't know if he actually saw action or not. Ball's in the center of the hash marks. 2nd and 13 from their own 17. One receiver far, one receiver near for the Pilots. Man comes in motion, sets near side. Honstein straight back drop, fires it out there. Caught in the under the arms. I think that's intercepted by Graziani off the deflection.
Nice play.
Honstein fired out in the flat to Ray Wolfram. Hit his pads, bounced away. Graziani was right there to snag it as he headed to the ground. That's a turnover on the Ayersville Pilots. Rams are set up 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line of the Pilots. And we were talking during the pregame. Rams need a turnover or 2 tonight to keep her close. And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we had also talked about kind of forcing the Pilots to have to throw the ball a little bit.
Yep.
And, Honstein has had a history this season, especially early on, of throwing a few interceptions and having some turnovers. So the Rams got to force him to keep doing it.
Yep. 3 backs in the backfield. Graziani fakes a handoff, fires it out here in the flat to Edwards. He had it on his helmet, almost like the helmet catch. It deflected off of his helmet to the ground harmlessly, but that was pinned against his helmet for a good 2 or 3 seconds.
That's the third pass. That's the third pass we've thrown to Edwards, and all 3 of them have been behind him. Got to get the ball out in front of him so he can catch it and make that turn. He's trying to turn around and catch the ball, but, man, what an effort to try to pull that in.
Second and 10 for the Rams on their own 22. Both teams have 3 timeouts here as they hit the 8-minute mark. We are scoreless. Edwards The handoff gets to the 20, where he's dropped there.
Well, AJ, I think the Ayersville Pilots have the same mentality as Tinora does. They're going to dare us to throw the ball. They're going to stack the box and make us throw the ball.
3rd and 9 for the Rams. 7:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Huge play for the Rams offense.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. Well, we're as long as we don't take a loss here, maybe we get another shot at that kick.
Ball's at the 21. Graziani inside handoff goes to Dockenhouse. Gets to maybe the 18. Gain of close to 3 for the, or maybe 2 on the play.
Here comes Bishop.
Bishop's going to try a kick again. Bishop tried a 43-yarder last possession.
This one's going to be 37 yards, looks like. Still got a breeze in his face. Look at the flag. It's kind of blowing straight in his face.
It's almost blowing harder on this attempt.
Yeah.
Graziani on the hold. Bishop's kick up.
That was
and
good.
It's good. Jacob Bishop nails 33-yarder. So a 6:44 to go here in the opening quarter. Rams take a 3-0 lead over the Pilots. We'll be back on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Clubhouse Pizza in Nay is your small-town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in Nay will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in Nay has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back at Tinora High School, Jacob Bishop with the 37-yard field goal. Rams on top 3-0. Make sure you check out that Northwest Ohio podcast released usually on Thursday morning. Logan released it Wednesday night this week, but it was a good time. Check it out. Northwest Ohio Sports. Check it out on YouTube. Make sure you like that as a favorite. Bishop has the ball teed up at the 40. High end-over-end kick about the 13-yard line. Across the 20, 25, 30, 35. Bounces up inside. Gets close to the 40. Ray Wolfram. Nice return for the Pilots.
I saw one of the Ayersville kids over there twirling something around like a towel around.
I saw the same thing.
I thought somebody threw a flag there.
Halftime, I guess both bands are going to perform together, and we'll try and bring that to you as best we can. We didn't actually bring our crowd mic because we're on top of the press box here. We don't really need a crowd mic because we're outside, so we'll see if we can't pick it up the best we can. So stay tuned for the bands at halftime. 6:35 to go here before half. 1st and 10 from their own 39. Holstein gives the burner. He's hit at the 40. Falls forward. Maybe a yard gain on the play. Dallas Dockenhouse. Javen gains again. Seems to be on in every defensive play. Dockenhouse actually has 37 tackles on the year to go with his 418 yards rushing. Rams defense played fantastic so far. As Ayersville, as we said, Ayersville 37 points on offense, averaged 245 yards on the ground per contest. Man in motions, burner, fake handoff, Honstein with the quarterback keeper, falls across the 45 to the 46-yard line of Ayersville. Going to be another huge 3rd down for the Pilots, 3rd and 4 we'll call it. 5:40 to go here in the opening half. Rams with a 3-0 lead, courtesy of Jacob Bishop.
I'm going to tell you, the Rams probably have to have the best defense in the GMC on 1st and 2nd down.
Yes. 3rd down, another.
3rd down, not so much.
About a 40% conversion against them.
Yeah,
maybe not that high, but it just seems like it.
Yeah, it seems like it. 1st and 2nd down, though, they seem to do a great job, always forcing a lot of 3rd downs.
Wolfram, near side receiver, Delano far side. Burner next to McGuire in the shotgun. Honstein or next to Honstein. Surges ahead, close to the 50. I think he's going to have a first down. Chains are moving. First down, Pilots. Another 3rd and 3 for the Rams defense. Unfortunately, Pilots converted. Getting close to the 5-minute mark here in the opening half. As we said, on the Strap Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, Rams with a 3-0 lead. Fantastic can work by Mr. Mike over here. Ball's on the far side hash. Weston McGuire resets on the far side. Burner takes the handoff from Honstein, bounces it out. Tackled right at the 50. Almost a loss of a half a yard on the play. Hit by Devin Llewellyn, I believe.
Devin Llewellyn?
Llewellyn, yeah, I always seem to, that poor kid. I always mispronounce his name. Llewellyn. Sorry, Devin.
That's a new name we haven't heard in a while.
Llewellyn, yes.
He's out there playing tonight.
2nd 11 from the 50, rolling in on the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Fantastic game here at Tinora High School. Amazing crowd on hand. Near side hash, straight back drop, fires it over on the far side. Ball's caught out there. Across the 45 down to the Tinora 40 is going to be close to a first down for the Pilots, maybe just short.
Maybe a half a yard.
Be 3rd and, as Tony said, maybe
a yard.
Quarter yard.
They put it down now. It's about a yard.
Fishball on the catch there. Lucas Fishball. Go ahead, AJ.
I have to guess they're going to just punch Honstein right up the middle again.
Do that big old muddle huddle or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a rugby switch.
Yeah.
You just get everybody together. He just kind of swarm forward. But they're going to bring Wolfram to the near side. Shotgun formation for Honstein on the short play. Across the 40 goes Honstein, gets all the way to the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the 3rd and 1 for the Pilots. 3:09 here in the opening quarter. Now clock starts back up. Rams 3, Pilots nothing.
Ayersville driving here. Honstein just about broke that one. Somebody got him by the foot. I thought he was breaking into the clear, and somebody brought him down.
Delano in the slot. Wolfram, the near side receiver. Burner with the handoff. That ball's on the ground.
Oh!
Burner hops on top of it way back on the 40. Rams had just a glimmer of hope there to pounce on it.
Whew.
Unfortunately,
they pounced on it and it squirted out.
I think Tyron Ward was in the area. He just didn't know the ball was loose, and the time he realized it was too late. Burner already hopped on top of it, so big loss for the Pilots. All the way back to the Tinora 40.
That would have been huge right before halftime.
That was a fantastic turnover for the Rams. Burner comes in motion. Fake hand off to him. Honstein straight back drop. Fires deep over the middle. Has a man wide open. I think that's Delano. He takes it in for a 40-yard touchdown. 6 points for the Pilots. They take a 6-3 lead on the Rams here at the 2:16 mark.
Yeah, a little bit of a blown coverage there. I'm not sure what happened, but somebody missed an assignment, and he just came through the middle untouched. Wide open. What good pitch and throw there.
Yeah.
Honstein made a nice throw. Nice.
Gonna go for 2, it looks like. Straight ahead goes Honstein. Pushes his way into the end zone.
I guess it was Honstein. Thought he gave it to somebody else.
Ayersville takes an 8-3 lead on the 2-pointer by Honstein. 2:16 to go here in the opening half on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Ayersville 8 and Tinora 3. We'll be back right after this on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Ayersville with an 8-3 lead, a 40-yard touchdown reception from Honstein to Delano. Pilots went for 2. Honstein scooted it in.
Piece of paper out there in the field. It keeps driving me crazy. I keep seeing it. Keep kicking it around.
The hot dog wrapper.
I don't know what it is.
Like the old baseball stadium used to have. Ball's put at the 40-yard line. Short kick. It's about the 22. Anders fields it, brings it near side, now cuts up the middle, now cuts back to the near side. Tackle at the 22-yard line, and that, Tony, is where you missed the leadership of a Gavin Eckert on that touchdown catch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's him coming off. He was playing had a great game going tonight. Defensively, it was making a difference out there, and the communication sometimes in that, in those pass plays is you're screaming out who's going where kind of thing, and that looked like maybe that's what kind of happened there.
Emily Volmer, Rams trainer, still down talking to Gavin. Gavin's got an ice pack on his left shoulder, but Gavin clearly done for tonight. Graziani in the game, gives it to Edwards. Edwards takes the handoff across the 25, falls forward to the 28. Gain of 6 on the play for the Rams as we hit the 2-minute mark. A little hurry-up offense for Tinora here.
We saw a little bit last week against Wayne Trace that Graziani is a pretty decent quarterback. He's young, so he's going to have a little bit of inexperience, but he was doing well last week. So we know that he can get it done under center tonight, but that leadership, that kind of overcast the team, and on defense, it's going to hurt.
Flag on the play. Rams had 2 or 3 guys in motion, so that's going to send them back 5 yards. 1:38 to go here in the half. Ayersville with an 8-3 lead.
Three timeouts, and I don't know.
Graziani over to get the next play from Coach Casey Hilton. Casey on those fantastic Final Four teams in 2014 and 15. Had a great career actually at Defiance College, Casey did. I believe Casey now is teaching at Holgate.
Ayersville accepted that penalty. I thought maybe they would decline that since they stuffed the play. It would have been 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, it was 2nd and 4.
Oh, okay.
It's going to take them back to 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 now from their own 23-yard line. Graziani under center gives the ball to Edwards. Edwards bottled up as he gets close to the 25. Maybe 2 yards on the gain for Brandon Edwards.
That's what I thought. Ayersville's going to call a timeout now. They're going to want the ball back.
As Tony said, Coach Mickey burns his first timeout. Rams have 3. Ayersville has 2. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Rams offense here with 90 seconds to go in the first half. Jacob Bishop gave the Rams a 3-0 lead. And on the ensuing drive for Ayersville, Honstein found Delano wide open over the middle for a 40-yard touchdown. Reception was, as we said, coming out of the break. That's what Tony said, where the Rams defensive secondary misses the leadership and the play of Gavin Eckert.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of Holgate, they've got a heck of a matchup tonight against Stryker.
That's right, AJ.
8-man football. So that's as Logan deemed during NWO Sports podcast that is now going to be the rivalry for 8-man football in the area.
Absolutely. I'm sure Logan's out there listening or watching one or the other. So back here, it's 3rd and 7 for the Rams from their own 25. Minute 30 to go in the half. Rams trail by 5, 8-3. Graziani pitches to Edwards, takes the pitch far side, brought down. That should be a penalty. It is. Brought down Edwards from the back of his shoulder pads.
Yep. Horse collar for sure.
So that should be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer. That was obvious. Right in front of the official.
Actually, which we talk about the officials during the game quite a bit and during the podcast, like half of this officiating crew is relatively young, so it's nice to see some of the younger officials on the crew here tonight. And we say we're OHSAA is begging for officials. It's nice to see that this crew has several young, I'd probably say, at least from far, they look under 35, so that's nice to see.
I actually got to look into some of the officiating stuff here recently, and they actually travel as a crew, so they will get used to working together. It's not just kind of picking people.
Graziani takes a snap under pressure, fires deep, has a man out there. Anders dives!
Oh!
Can't make the play. Wow. Cole Anders was open at about the 25-yard line, laid out, came up just short. 40-yard pass in the air by Graziani.
Kind of on the run even.
Yeah.
Really haven't seen that since Landon Dravis, quite honestly.
I tell you what, he threw that up in the air and gave him a chance to go get that, that's for sure. And, man, what an effort.
Tell you what, a long ball like that, you rarely ever see it overthrown.
Yeah.
That was even into a slight wind.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't really overthrown, just kind of thrown a little bit too far out in front, out of his reach. But, man, I'll tell you what, that's something to be reckoned with, I would think.
2nd and 10 for the Rams on their own 38. 1:15 to go. Ball's on the far side. Hey, shotgun formation. 3 receivers far side. Graziani straight back drop. Looking under pressure. Chase near side. Still looking. Stops. Fires it out there. Ball's intercepted by Wolfram at the Tinora 47-yard line. Nice play out there by Ray Wolfram of the Pilots.
The ball was tipped by somebody. I couldn't tell if a pilot tipped it or if Brandon Edwards was in the air, if he got his hands on it, but the ball got tipped up, and I wasn't 100% sure he came down in bounds, but it was close.
Edwards, the intended receiver on the pass from Graziani. So Pilots take over. 1:03 to work with here in the half. Ball's on their own 47-yard line. 8-3, Pilots lead. Pilots with 1 victory in the last 15 meetings. That was in 2016. I believe that was here at Tinora High School. 2 receivers near side. Burner now goes in motion. Fake handoff to Burner. Holstein straight back drop. Looking, under pressure. Now fires deep. Has a man out there. Comes up to make the catch. Catches it at about the 18-yard line.
2 guys on top of him, and somehow he came away with the ball.
I think the ball was underthrown. Delano came back to make a nice adjustment to the ball because the Rams defenders were kind of going momentum-wise. Delano saw the ball before the Rams defenders and just adjusted well, came back. Kind of like you see in the NFL, he didn't underthrow it on purpose. It's just Delano made a nice adjustment to come back to get the ball. Timeout on the field, Ayersville. Pilots take their second timeout. They have 1 left. 52 seconds to go here in the half. Pilots set up with a 1st and 10 from the Tinora 17. Pilots lead 8-3.
Definitely got plenty of time from the 17-yard line. Got plenty of time to get the ball in the end zone, and they can get a first down, which would stop the clock if they get it down there. Still have the 1 timeout remaining, but I'm pretty sure Ayersville is going to continue to throw the ball here.
This is a very typical Ayersville Tinora going into halftime here. Both teams trying to just get that extra points on the board.
Yep.
Fighting for every second.
I looked at that river rivalry, Keith, and there was only a handful of games that were close.
Yeah.
It looks like most of the games were one-sided one way or the other, but I think if I remember right, there was a 7-6 ball game in there. That would have been fun to watch.
Holstein shotgun formation, fakes to Burner over the middle, wide open again, across the middle, touchdown, Ayersville.
That wasn't Delano. That was.
There's no 32 on the right. I guess Tyson Schlachter. Number sequence is out of sequence here. I keep looking between 30 and 34. There's no 32 because it's below 34. So Tyson Schlachter hauls in the 17-yard touchdown pass with 45 seconds to go here in the half.
They'll probably just do that little muddle huddle thing again. Tinora hasn't been able to stop it yet, so why change things?
Onstein takes it in. just inside the pylon for a 2-point conversion. Pilots take a 16-3 lead with 45 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yep, you talked about the temperature, Keith. It's starting to drop. You can feel it as the sun's down. It's starting to chill out really quick. This may we got one more home game, but
yeah, well, I think we'll be inside on that one. Now maybe you guys won't even be here. Just be me and Logan. Maybe I think it's not this week; it's the week after. So I'm not whether just
the week after I'll be back.
So, AJ, is this your last game, AJ?
I will be back for week 10.
Week 10.
So I'll be back
AJ,
at Hicksville. Yep.
Little hiatus. Getting married. Going to join Logan in the married fraternity.
Yep, that'll be next Saturday.
Try to talk to these guys. They just don't get it. No, I'm kidding. They just don't understand. No,
just don't get married and move into a new house in the same week.
Yeah, I think Logan learned that mistake.
And trying to do a podcast.
Already have enough stuff going on with the wedding, let alone trying to move. Oh, poor Logan. Short kick, kind of like a frisbee, sails to the 25, cross the 30. 35 is Anders. Retreats back to the 30. He's tackled at the 32. Anders originally got to the 35. Kind of bounced back about 3-4 yards to get some additional yardage. Dockenhouse kind of got rolled up on that play. See if Dallas is all right. Kind of
he's hobbling
back to the
can't afford to drop anybody
huddle.
else. Jeez.
Rams playing short-handed tonight.
Yeah, playing short-handed big time, and then Eckert
lost
goes
Gavin
down.
Eckert. Now Dockenhouse is
he's
limping very slightly. Dallas should be fine as he heads to the sideline here.
Might feel that tomorrow, but I guarantee he'll play through it.
37 seconds to go here in the half. Ball's on the far side hash for the Rams. All right.
I guarantee the Rams will just run this ball and kill the clock here.
Graziani gives it to Edwards. Breaks across the 40, 45 to the 47.
Now, as soon as I say that, they get to the 50. Now maybe the Rams got a little bit of
timeout on the field. Rams have 2 timeouts remaining. That thing about Brandon Edwards, he just adds the element. You just need just a little bit of opening, and Brandon can take it all the way. I mean, whether he got 1 second and a half or 30, Brandon just needs that little gap, and man, he's just like that little water bug that just all of a sudden just shoots through there, what you saw there on that 17, 18-yard run. Anybody bring any gloves or a stocking cap tonight for the second half?
I got some 1960 hand warmers if you want some hand warmers.
Expired hand warmers from 2016 or 15 when we were down at Wapakoneta or Ohio Northern, whatever one of those venues were, where I think Ohio Northern, it was cold, there was ice.
I got the hand warmers, and none of them worked.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, shoot.
As we froze to death that night. But the Rams won. So, yeah. Graziani shotgun formation, straight back drop, looking, fires deep over the middle, has a man out there. Caught! Edwards at the 10 to the 7-yard line. I think it was deflected off Carter Gilliam.
Timeout.
Into the arms of Brandon Edwards almost.
Wow, another long throw.
45-yard throw in the air.
Wow. By the time he had dropped back and where he released the ball, it was in the air for about 45-ish yards.
That's what I said. Just, man, Graziani's got such a cannon. I mean, he's not that big.
Yeah, he's got good vision, too. He saw that and let it fly. That saw Edwards and Gilliam out there and just basically gave him a chance, and Edwards was able to come down with that. That puts a little life in the Rams sideline.
Coach Renolette wondering if this guy plays baseball. So the Rams with 21 seconds to go are first and goal from the Pilot 7 with 2 timeouts trailing 16-3. And just like that, the Rams are in scoring territory.
Boy, what a difference. They can put this in the end zone and go up there.
Oh, that's such a momentum swing.
Go to halftime 16-10 versus 16-3.
Dockenhouse back in the game. Edwards lined up in the eye right behind Graziani. One receiver far side. Handoff straight ahead. Edwards crossed to 5-4-3.
Go down. Timeout.
15 seconds to go. Timeout on the field. Tinora. First and goal from looks like about the 3-yard line, right at the extra point mark. Rams with one timeout to work with. This is where you kind of miss Gavin Eckert, and you're down here at the goal line. We said Gavin doesn't really have a lot of yards rushing this year, but in this situation, Gavin knew exactly what to do with the ball.
Gives you another dimension for sure.
Yep.
I haven't seen Graziani run yet. Maybe he'll sneak one out there.
Want to run down to Lowe's and get us a space here at halftime. So hopefully and Menards, actually, go to Menards to get 11% off.
Hey, I'm not sure why you're wearing the shorts, Keith, but
yes, I was the only ding dong to show up in shorts. But I did bring pants, so I did have a backup plan.
I was gonna say, did you not watch the weather forecast?
I did. I thought in my mind it wasn't going to be that bad.
Down on the field it may not be that bad, but we're up here. We have no coverage.
I forgot about that part.
But
not to mention, Tenora's kind of known for the wind anyways.
Yeah.
3 backs in the backfield. Graziani under center. Graziani kind of collides with Schweinhagen, throws out in the flat to Edwards, just out of his reach.
Not sure. We had some confusion in the backfield there. I'm not sure what happened.
Kind of messed up the timing a bit. Graziani briefly collided with Schweinhagen. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3. 9 seconds to go here.
Rams got another shot at that, but they got to be careful, man. He about got tackled. And tackled.
Rams out of timeouts. Correct. Yeah. They burnt their last timeout.
Yeah, so you got to walk away with. Got to be careful here. That's why I don't know that I would have ran the ball from the 7 there. That burnt that extra timeout. I would.
Carter Gilliam checks in. Askins comes out. Gilliam, your near side receiver. 3 receivers. Edwards in the slot with Anders and Gilliam. Shotgun formation. Ball's on the ground. Graziani scoops it up. Fires it out in the flat. Incomplete. 4 seconds to go. Ball was intended for Edwards. And, boy, Brandon's just, you can tell the frustration. Not because of the pass. It was just Graziani was under pressure. Did the best he could.
Sure. Looked like he kind of got the snap on the ground there and had to recover a little bit.
Not sure what the official was pointing at.
So the Rams special teams are going to come on. 4th and 3. Jacob Bishop headed out to try another field goal.
Timeout. Whoops, they pointed the wrong way. But
well,
Ayersville.
Yeah, Bishop's out there.
Yeah,
Rams are out of timeout. Now the Pilots use their last timeout. Both teams are out.
I'm not sure if the official kind of walked over. I thought maybe he was checking to see if he had a receiver in the area of that ball, but
Brandon was right there.
Brandon Edwards was right there. But listen, he was getting drilled as he let go of that ball too. So the ball floated out of bounds.
Yep.
He was going to the ground at the same time. So.
Check out some scores briefly. Antwerp 21, Wayne Trace nothing. That's in the second. Edgerton 14, Fairview nothing at the half. Hicksville 20, Paulding 7. Liberty Center 35, Bryan 7. Exactly what we thought. You wouldn't be surprised
Hicksville
one way or the other.
Paulding 7, is that what you said? Wow.
Columbus Grove 17, Crestview nothing. Delta 42, Swanton 7. Eden 30, Hilltop nothing. Defiance 21, Bath nothing. Bishop on for the field goal attempt. Going to put the ball down about the 11. 21-yard field goal attempt for Bishop. Kick by Bishop. Way deep and good.
Could have made that one from 30.
21-yard
and they never
field
started
goal.
The clock.
Yeah, still 4 seconds. That should have been the final play of the half.
That should be the game, or the half.
So Bishop adds another 3 points on for Tinora. Rams and Pilots here at Tinora, 16-6. Pilots.
Yeah, okay. They're going to go ahead and run off the 4 seconds.
There. Yeah, the clock should have started on that as soon as the ball was snapped and did not.
Clock operator made a quick jet to the.
Mr. Dravis
made a jet to the concession stand before the crowd.
Press the start button down there. So at halftime here, Pilots lead on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, 16-6. We'll be back with the BSN halftime report, and we'll thank a couple of our sponsors and let the bands. We're going to give you the halftime of the band. They're supposed to be Tinora and Ayersville, I believe, doing a show. So We'll take a brief timeout and be back and see what we got as far as bands go. Halftime again, 16-6. Pilots with a 10-point lead.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-6894. Signs Excavating of Defiance offers a variety of excavating and trucking services. Signs Excavating can assist with general excavating services, demolition, and emergency repair work. From driveways to ditch cleaning to site prep, Signs Excavating is here to assist. Signs Trucking Service can also assist in any of your equipment hauling needs. They're located at 2147 State Route 66. Signs Excavating, family owned and operated since 1999. For any excavating needs, give Josh a call at 419-769-2290. And for your trucking needs, ring up Brad, 419-481-3738. Be sure to visit them online at signsexcavating.com or Signs Excavating on Facebook. Signs Excavating wishes all the best to the Tinora Rams athletes.
All right, welcome back to the BSN Sports Halftime Show. We'll bring you the second part of the band performance then. Tinora and Ayersville will be doing a joint session, I guess. But first half scoring summary goes like this. First quarter, we were scoreless as we went to the second quarter. Jacob Bishop with a 37-yard field goal at the 6:44 mark. Rams had a 3-0 lead. Right before the half, Delano, with 2:16 to go, hauled in a 40-yard pass from Honstein. Pilots went for two. That was successful. Ayersville led 8-3 with 2:16 to go in the half. Rams trying to put some points on the board, committed a turnover at the Ayersville 46-yard line on a deflected pass that was intercepted literally right in front of the Tinora bench. Fantastic job by Ray Wolfram to keep his feet in bounds. Pilots drove the field with 45 seconds to go in the half. Schlachter caught a touchdown pass from Honstein. Again, Ayersville went for two. That was successful as Honstein took it in right in front of the pylon on the far side. Pilots with a 16-3 lead. Rams trying to make something out of nothing. Actually, on a Cole Anders kickoff return, decent field position, not great, at about the 34-yard line, I believe, is where the Rams took over. Actually went down the field on a fantastic catch and pitch from Graziani to Edwards, about 45 yards in the air. Edwards caught the ball at the 7. Rams had first and goal from the 7. Could not punch it in. Settled for a 24-yard Jacob Bishop field goal as time expired in the first half. So teams headed to the half trailing 16-6. And one big thing we noticed on defense with Gavin Eckert being injured on the far sideline over there in the secondary for the Rams. Two big pass plays right where Gavin would have been. Thoughts on the first half, guys?
Well, I tell you what, I'm impressed with Tinora hanging in there with all the adversity they've gone through this week, and they came out. They definitely came out with some fight, and they're doing great. And some younger kids are stepping up and filling some gaps. And I mean, Tinora's, they're not out of this ball game, and I guarantee you there wasn't a person in this area that thought Tinora would be hanging in, and they're doing a great job, and just got to make some adjustments at halftime, especially with Eckert going out there, offensively, Graziani came in. I think he's going to be doing a fine job there, but defensively we're going to have to figure out some communication things there and maybe some matchup issues. Maybe that could be part of the problem too. I'm not sure, but the Rams are definitely going to have to make an adjustment at halftime here with their secondary, and but they've been doing a great job stopping the run, and we kind of talked about it, touched on it a little bit. They're going to have to force Honstein to throw the ball, and he's thrown the ball, and he's done a great job. So kudos to Ayersville and their offensive scheme, and making their adjustments early and taking advantage of maybe taking advantage of the Eckert injury there.
Definitely. AJ, first half thoughts.
Even with Eckert out of it, Graziani comes in on defense and makes a huge interception on the far sidelines there. Gives the Rams another attempt at the end zone. So, losing a little bit of that leadership, definitely losing some of the momentum, the tempo a bit, but Graziani's going to fit in on that defense pretty well. One person I'm very impressed with still, last week his name was thrown around a lot, but Javen Gaines.
Oh, boy,
all
absolutely.
over the field today.
Good point, AJ.
Yeah, he's been a beast.
It's just it's fun to see him come back after a long injury like that and come back out firing on all cylinders, ready to just get after it. He's a mean machine out there right now.
And honestly, which we discussed a little bit last week, I mean, we're not doctors, you are, but unofficially, Javen's probably not even 100%, quite honestly. Yes,
right.
He wasn't even, back.
I saw him after last week's game at the stop at the gas station, and he happened to be standing there, and we talked for a little bit. And the likelihood, I guess, of that him re-injuring that is pretty high from what what he was telling me. But he's ready to be out there. He said he felt amazing after the game, no problems whatsoever, and he was ready to do her again.
Yeah, last week he was like just a caged tiger. He was ready to go, and he was a force to be reckoned with. And as you guys said, tonight, Javen Gaines definitely laying the hammer down. But at halftime here, it's 16-6. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh, I can guarantee that the Ayersville coaches, they're throwing his name around right now. How can we stop him? Because he's blowing up that offensive line right now. So we're going to have to figure out how to stop him a little bit to get the run going again.
Yes, put a helmet on 67. So we'll rejoin when the bands come back for the half, and we'll just leave it here. And Tinora band's getting ready, and the Rams and Pilots are going to have a joint session here. So we'll turn up the mics and we'll just we'll just be quiet. So enjoy the performance coming up by the Ayersville and Tinora bands.
Conducted by Ayersville Senior Field Commander Daniel Inahosa
and Tinora Senior Field Commander Sophia Imbrocks. The Max Band are proud to say, we are Americans.
On behalf of the Ayersville Music Boosters and the Fights Band, thank you for your attention and support. We hope you enjoyed this evening So, in the combined number between Tenora's marching band and Ayersville marching band. Thank you for your support of high school band and athletic programs in the Green Mountain Town.
Tinora Marching Band would like to welcome you to our 2022 halftime show. The band is under the direction of Dave Middleton, Assistant Band Director Kelsey Green, Guard Instructor Megan Wiles, and Twirler Instructor Dory Robertson. The bands are directed by Senior Drum Major Sophia Inbar. Our first song is the title track off of ACDC's third studio album. While being a heavy rock song that rates more than a few items, the title actually comes from a character in 60s cartoon, Beanie Diesel. Featuring our twirler, Mary Watchman, enjoy our fiery rendition of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Our final song is one of the most recognizable rock songs of all time. Named one of the greatest rock songs of all time by Billboard, this became Bon Jovi's signature song. Enjoy and rock out as we play Living on a Prayer.
hope you enjoyed our show.
First half performances by the Tinora and Ayersville bands. Hope everybody enjoyed that. We'll be back with second half action, second half stats from scores around from the area after we thank our fantastic sponsors here at Tinora Rams Live.
Clubhouse Pizza in A is your small town alternative for happy food at a happy place. Featuring one of the area's best pizzas, Clubhouse Pizza in A will not disappoint. Wing Wednesdays, buffets on Thursday, happy hour on Friday. That's just a few of the things Clubhouse Pizza in A has for specials. Stop out after the game for amazing food, great drinks, and an awesome atmosphere. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or order some takeout at 419-658-2720. Come by for a visit at 210 East Main Street in Nay, or check them out on Facebook at Clubhouse Pizza Nay. Rachel and Jason Gilliam and the great staff at Clubhouse Pizza Nay are proud supporters of the Rams. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams. The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams. Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria, where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams. The Fire and Stone Tavern in Defiance is anything but basic. In 2021, the Fire and Stone Tavern was voted to have the best pizza in the area. Now, in 2022, they've been voted as the best burgers around. Fire and Stone Tavern is the area's go-to for wood-fired pizza, amazing appetizers, and so much more. Chef Aaron and his staff are here to serve nothing but the best. No plans after the big game? Stop out for ice-cold drinks and all the games on TV you can ask for. Our back room and patio are available for events like birthdays, corporate lunches, parties, and much, much more during the week, with a 25-person minimum. Located at 211 Carpenter Road at the Eagle Rock Golf Course. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Give the Fire and Stone Tavern a call, 419-785-4015, or order online at firestonetavern.com. Firestone Tavern wishes the best to all the Tinora teams. Getting better together is our goal for you and your family at Fairchild Family Chiropractic. Here, we are focused on getting our patients to achieve long-term wellness just beyond short-term symptom relief. At Fairchild Family Chiropractic, we do this by working closely with you and personalizing each treatment plan. Now open and accepting new patients. Come see Dr. AJ Fairchild at 100 Stadium Drive. Call 419-576-5070 to schedule your appointment or book online at fairchildfamilychiro.com. Dr. Fairchild, a proud Tinora alum, says go Rams.
Back at Tinora High School. Teams out for second half warm-ups. Rams and Pilots here in the River Bowl. Pilots 16, Rams 6. Check out some scores around the area. Edgerton 14, Fairview nothing. Antwerp 21, Wayne Trace nothing. Archibald 27, Evergreen nothing. Liberty Center, these are all halftime scores. Liberty Center 42, Bryan 7. Kind of a shocker in the area, at least to us. Wauseon 17, Patrick Henry 13 at the half. Napoleon 13, Springfield nothing. Another shocker. I mean, this is 8-man, which we've been, kind of publicizing to get everybody out to check this game out here. Holgate 38, Stryker 6. Wow, AJ.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest shocker on that list for me, seeing the score there.
Wow. Hilltop 51, Eden nothing at the half. Northwood 20, Montpelier nothing, and Salina 14, OG 7 at the half. First half stats here brought to you by Sean and Kirsty Mack. Did a fantastic job last week at the Rib Fest, actually. I mean, those two with no power leading up to that event all night long into the morning just knocked that Rib Fest out of the park last week. So kudos to Kirsty, the director of the Defiance area Commerce down there, and her husband Sean, who do the stats here, just did a fantastic job at the Rib Fest last Saturday. So Sean and Kirsty Mack do a great job at stats. Did an even better job last Saturday morning setting up downtown Defiance. But here, first half, Tinora with 7 first down, Ayersville with 8. Rushing yards, 16 rushes for Tinora, 48 yards. 17 rushes for Ayersville for 47 yards. Passing yards, Rams 50 yards passing, Ayersville 109 yards passing. Total offense, 23 plays for the Rams for 98 yards. For the Pilots, 23 plays, 156, and one big 40-yard completion to Delano. And the 17-yard completion to Schlachter was a huge asset, both those touchdowns. One turnover in the game, that was an interception for the Rams. Right before the half, Ayersville picked off a pass. Penalties, 3 for 15 for Tinora, 5 for 30 for the Pilots.
See what the Rams can do here, Keith.
Rams, get the ball in the second half here. Actually, knocking on the door right at the end of the first half. Settled for a Jacob Bishop field goal. Bishop with 2 field goals in the first half. Almost had a third, actually.
Yeah.
Ball's teed up right in the middle of the 40. Short end-over-end kick. Hits at the 32. Deflects towards the Ayersville sideline. Picked up by Cole Anders. Across the 35-40. Anders out to the 41-yard line where the Rams will start their first possession here in the second half in relatively decent field position. You don't kick a field goal from here.
A 60-yarder.
Not Cade York for the Browns. So we'll see. Those of you just joining us, Gavin Eckert was injured in the late first quarter. Came out of the game, has not entered, will not re-enter. Came off, took his shoulder pads off. Trainer Emily Volmar hooked him up with some ice. Trying to see if Gavin, I don't actually see him.
I don't see him down there
right now. So Dominic Graziani is under center, gives the ball to Brandon Edwards, cuts across the 45-yard line. Edwards with a gain of 5 yards.
That's similar to what we saw against Wauseon. Get Edwards, get him out in space.
Yep.
That's a good change here, good halftime adjustment for the Rams on the very first play.
And one thing we've seen, through the first 6 games, in the second half, the Rams are definitely a second half running team. They made some pretty decent halftime adjustments at the games, and they always seem to find a way. Pitch goes to Edwards, brings it outside, cuts it up, caught in the backfield. He's hit at the 45, dropped back to the 43-yard line by a slew of Pilots. Going to be a loss of about a yard on the play. Going to be 3rd and 5.
For you folks watching at home, and that's basically what Ayersville's doing is running a 5-4 defense and telling Tinora, throw the ball, because they just got everybody stacked inside the box there, and 5 down linemen and 4 linebackers right behind them with a safety deep, and they're just Okay, Tinora, you're going to have to throw the ball to beat us.
Carter Gilliam, your far side receiver. Graziani takes a snap, gives to Edwards, across the 50, falls forward to the 48 of Ayersville. That's a Tinora first down. We saw the Rams the last 2 straight Fridays just run that play until the opposing defense stopped it.
Yeah, that's I'm not saying that the Rams can't continue to run the ball even in that formation, but I mean, basically nobody can miss a block if to make that work. Just you're kind of outnumbered up front.
1st and 10 from the Ayersville 48, just underway here in the second half. 10-19 to go. Straight up the middle, bounces it outside. Dallas Dockenhouse.
We've seen him will his way down the field a couple of games.
Dallas is definitely a second half downhill runner, so you may see a high dose here of Dallas Dockenhouse here in the second half. We saw that at LC. We saw it here versus Antwerp, where Dallas had a fantastic game, 29 carries for 173 yards, I believe.
Wow.
So the ball's on the near side hash for the Rams. Gilliam, your near side receiver, 2 backs. Pitch goes to Edwards on the left side. He's caught in the backfield. About a yard loss for the Rams. Schlochter on the tackle for Ayersville is going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Schlochter did a great job of fighting off the block there by Cole Anders, and just kind of Edwards had really nowhere to go. Just kind of bear hugged him.
9:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Ayersville 16, Tinora 6 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Kind of the same position the Rams are in versus Antwerp. Came out of the locker room, 2 quick touchdowns. Graziani fakes it, pitches to Edwards. Edwards cuts it up across the 40, spins to the 39. Going to be about a yard and a half short of a first down. It's going to be 4th and a long 1 for the, well, now it's a long 2.
Interesting decision for the Rams here to go for this.
See what
It's like they're
Casey.
Coach Helton's definitely sending Graziani back out there. So
fantastic, as we said in the first half.
yeah, big 4th and 2 here.
Gilliam breaks the huddle. He goes far side. 2 backs, Dockenhouse and Edwards. Anders, wing back, near side. Ayersville jumps offside. That's going to be a Tinora first down.
That makes it easy.
Hard count by Graziani, it appears.
Yeah,
I'm sure Coach Helton may have kind of put that in his ear when he sent him back out there.
Yeah, good job there by the Rams holding their ground, and a little bit of a mistake there by Ayersville. Give the Rams the first down.
1st and 10 Tinora from the Ayersville 35, 8:20 and counting here in the third quarter. If you happen to hear some shivers in the mic, it's just us 3 up here. Mike's not. Actually, he has the mic on. He has the headphones. He's just not on air, but Mike can't shiver into the mic with us. Graziani keeps it, tucks it up inside. Ball's on the ground. Flags go flying. Graziani on the scramble had the ball knocked away. Pilots land on top of it. Probably a hold on the Rams.
No flags. That was all the beanbags.
Oh, it was the beanbags on the fumble.
Yeah.
I wish they would change the colors on that.
Yeah, they went from those blue beanbags a while back to these orangish colors, and when they start flying, it's kind of confusing.
So with 7:59 to go here in the third quarter, a huge turnover for the Pilots defense.
Yeah, that was Graziani made a good move to cut back there, and
looks like he kind of took the ball away from his body to make a move, and as soon as he did, Pilots definitely was aware of that, and boom, just poked it out. Haunstein in the shotgun formation. Back to his 30 retreats. Under pressure by Gavin Ecker. We got a flag. We're going to have a hold on Ayersville.
Another hold.
Or
there was another hold there.
Dockenhouse back there with, that was Askins. I think I said Eckert. Graham Askins back there. My apologies to Graham.
Yeah, Graham chased him down too and turned around to come. He kind of made a miss, and Graham turned around and grabbed a hold of him also. So
that was another name we heard quite a bit against Antwerp was Askins.
Askins, great game against Fairview and Antwerp, right. Graham done a fantastic job.
Interesting call. Back him up 10 more yards from there. Replay the first down, I guess. Yeah, that's that Ram front's got to have to put some pressure on Haunstein, get him moving out of the pocket. We noticed those 2 big long touchdown passes. Wasn't really a lot of pressure on him. He just kind of sat there and waited for, those guys to come open over the middle, and we're gonna have to make him get out of the pocket a little bit and move around.
Ball all the way back to the Ayersville 22-yard line. First and 28. Actually, a 17-yard line.
Yeah. First and a long way.
One receiver far side, one near side. Berger with a handoff. Across the 20, cuts it up 25. Falls forward to the 27. Gain of about 10 by Owen Berger.
You know, looking at some of these younger kids that are playing tonight, Keith, you know, for instance, like Devin Llewellyn, I believe he's a sophomore, if I saw that right. You know, you get out here in a varsity game, the game's like a lot faster than what they're probably used to in a JV game where they get all their playing time. And, you know, it just takes them some time to get their feet wet a little bit and trust themselves at the speed of the varsity game. And
Yep.
But these kids are kind of stepping up, doing a great job right now.
Berger takes it wide, tries to cut it up. He's tackled about the 30, gain of 4.
Great job by Askins to maintain the outside there and make Berger cut back up, and Rams had plenty of pursuit coming behind him.
Halfway through the third quarter here, Ayersville with a 16-6 lead. Ball's on the own 29-yard line of Ayersville. Huge defensive play coming up for Tinora on the defensive side. Berger's going to check out wide here for the Pilots. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 near side. Berger. Onstein fakes a handoff, straight back drop. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, fires out here in the flat. Ball's
Nice
caught.
Carter Gilliam, is that who that was? Yeah, Carter Gilliam won the tackle.
McGuire with the catch at about the 35. King of 5, maybe 6 on the play.
Nice open field tackle there, just past the stick.
DeLarber on the tackle for Tinora.
DeLarber.
Graziani back, taking the place of Gavin Eckert, all the way back to about the 35-yard line. Snap's good. Kick.
Oh.
Almost blocked. Graziani picks up at the 30, gets across the 35 to the 37 where he's brought down. The Rams offense going to come back on the field here. 5:23 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 10, 16-6.
I thought Gilliam and the DeLarber, is that what you said?
Quentin DeLarber.
Trenton DeLarber, yeah. I thought they were going to get a block there on that punt. They kind of got in there.
Wow.
Well, the Rams moved the ball decent last drive. Just kind of thought we had that turnover. Was able to hold tight defensively. See if the Rams can get it moving again.
Edwards across the 40, gets to about the 42-yard line. Gain about 5 on the play for Brandon Edwards. Rams continuing to pound that right side of the offensive line. Keith Brown, Coach Tony Fairchild, Dr. A.J. Fairchild, and Mr. Mike Bailey on the camera tonight on the Batten Stevens video, subbing for Logan. Logan down, one of his friends' wedding, so Mr. Mike stepped up, doing a fantastic job. Near side on the hash, pitch goes to Edwards, cuts it up inside, gets across the 45, falls forward to the 48. That's going to be enough for a Ram first down. At least it looks like it.
Yeah, good run.
Move those chains.
A good run, spun around. Doesn't seem like Edwards can really find that seam right now. He's finding some openings, but just can't get that next level seam that he finds once in a while that squirts off into the sunset.
It just needs like another half yard of just space there to get through. 4:25 to go here in the third. Rams trail by 10, 16-6. Graziani inside handoff to Dockenhouse to the 50, maybe the Ayersville 49. Gain of about 3 on the play for Dallas.
Guys, I mentioned, trying to get Edwards out into space, and we immediately backed right out of that. Ran at the first play there for decent yards, and I don't think I've seen it since. Have you?
We have an old offensive lineman calling plays. I'm just kidding. Coach Shelton does a great job, but If Logan was down there with Coach Helton, they'd be calling the same exact plays. We're offensive linemen. Let's run it up the middle. Ball's in the center of the hash. 2nd and 8. Ball's right on the 50. Other side of the 50, it looks like. Graziani under center. Goes to Edwards off the left side. Spins. Got close to the 45. Came about 4 for Brandon. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 for the Rams offense. Big play here for the Rams.
Rams are doing it just 3, 4 yards at a time. 3, 4 yards at a time. 3, 4,
Graziani over here to get the play from Coach Casey Helton. Ball's placed almost in the center of the hash marks here at Tinora High School. Fantastic crowd here at Justin F. Coressel Stadium tonight. 47th edition of the River Bowl. Graziani inside handoff. Edwards gets to the 45, and he is stopped there. Gain of 2 on the play. Brandon needed 5, got 2. It's going to be 4th and 3. Graziani trots over here to the sideline.
Another big call here by the Rams.
Or have a timeout. No?
I don't think so.
Just having somebody come out, actually. Karen Ward trots to the sideline. Almost like the official kind of pointed at him that he had to leave.
I wonder if maybe an equipment.
Yep.
See, it looks like
Coach Becker over here talking to Taryn.
Maybe he was hurt for a second or something. I don't know.
So 4th and 4 from the Ayersville 46. Carter Gilliam checks out. Rams are going to go for this. Play clock down to 5. Edwards sets up at the wing spot, comes in motion. Edwards takes the handoff, goes inside, and goes nowhere. Actually may have lost the yard. So a 2:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ayersville, the big 4th and 4 stop, will take over. Leading by 10, 16-6 here in the 3rd quarter on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
I'm surprised I haven't seen us throw the ball at all. I thought maybe right there would have been an opportunity to get him out of the pocket, fake that little inside handoff, and get him out of the pocket, and maybe get a nice little short pass completed for a 1st down. But we haven't thrown the ball. We had a success there on that last drive in the 1st half, and we haven't thrown the ball yet.
Cami Rivas came out and came over here and sat down on the track over here. I guess not the track, but the football turf part of the track. 1st down carry, gain of 2 for the Pilots, going to bring up 2nd and 8, just under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pilots, 2 quick touchdowns right before the half, on top 16-6. Rams 6 points, courtesy of 2 Jacob Bishop field goals. All the scoring was done in the 2nd quarter. 1st quarter was scoreless.
Yeah, slow start to the game, and then the 2nd half just kind of erupted a little bit. Here comes that same seam route, I think, Keith.
2 receivers far side. Man in motion goes to the far side. Honstein takes a snap. Fires out in the flat. Caught. 47. Falls forward to the 45, maybe the 44. Looks like a Pilot 1st down. With 1:22 to go here in the 3rd, Pilots with a 1st and 10. Both teams 3 timeouts remaining. Graham Adkins checks out for Tinora. Ball's on the Tinora 44-yard line. Ball's on the far side hash. Ayersville is going right to left. Honstein gives the ball to Berner. Berner cuts it up across the 45, 40. Spins off a man at the 35, still on his feet, down to the 31-yard line. Yeah, as Tony said, looked like he stepped out of bounds over here.
He was toe-stepping it for sure.
Sorry, I had a pretty good view of that. It looked like to me
Coach Schleiser goes over there just to have a quick view. You have a Tinora Ram down.
Can't tell who it is. The referee's right in the way.
Emily Volmar again out there to check on one of the...
Taryn Ward, I think, 52.
Yeah, Taryn's been in and out quite a bit tonight. We'll be back after this brief time out. 47 seconds to go here in the half. Ayersville 16 and your Tinora Rams 6.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back at Tinora,
Will Newman.
Taryn Ward off, coming over to the bench. Trainer Emily is next to Taryn. 37 seconds to go and counting here in the third quarter. Pilots with a 1st and 10 from the Tinora 31. Honstein with the fake handoff. Javen Gaines ate that one up. Smashes Honstein all the way back to the Tinora 38-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 36.
Javen just
Powered through whoever was guarding him there.
that was like a man amongst boys there. He didn't even slow down. Good thing they didn't hand the ball off. Javen might have taken that to the house.
Play clock down at 5:43. That'll be the end of the third quarter here at Tinora. Ayersville still leading the Rams 16-6. We'll be back with fourth quarter coming up right after this timeout.
The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back at Tinora High School, starting the fourth quarter here. All the scoring done in quarter number 2, as we said. Rams and the Pilots here hooking up. Pilots with a 10-point lead.
I tell you, Keith, we were just joking around there during the break about it getting colder up here. At least we got the headphones on, keeps my ears warm.
Keep the ears warm. Absolutely. Probably our last roof broadcast of the season. Great view, just not great when it gets chilly. Honstein and the Pilots have his 2nd and 15 from the Tinora 36, leading by 10. Rams need a defensive stop on this series. Honstein drops back, fires out there, passes intercepted. Joey Geisinger.
Joey Geisinger stepped back and picked that thing off.
That's kind of that same place we've been seeing a couple of picks. Seems like every game you try to call it.
That's right in that same area.
I think I said that in the podcast that we're going to step back and pick off one of those underneath passes.
Yep,
sure
right there
enough.
where the linebackers kind of tend to sit.
Yep.
Yeah, Geisinger, I don't know if it was a good read by Joey or just was in the right place at the right time because Honstein literally threw it right to him.
Yeah.
8th interception on the year for Honstein. So with 11:53 here to go, Rams bring the offensive back, trailing by 10. Dominic Graziani taking over for Gavin Eckert. Gavin out via injury. Ball's on the near side hash. 3 backs in the backfield. Graziani straight back drop. Looking under pressure, being chased.
Get rid of it.
All the way back to the 15.
Gosh.
Still gets away, fires it into the first down marker where there. Doug Plasman did not make the catch, but boy, escapability there by Dominic Graziani.
It's not the first time we've seen him escape like that either. He had a heck of a touchdown pass against Wayne Trace last week when he was hit by 2 Wayne Trace players.
It's almost a Houdini act there.
Yeah. It's like a Baker Mayfield move there. Just scrambling around and just chuck it. Man, what a scary because he was way back there, but good
20-yard loss.
Yeah, he was looking over the middle, and Ayersville did a great job of picking up the receiver down the middle there, and there was nobody to throw the ball to, so he was just kind of running for his life.
2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Graziani under pressure, fires and it's intercepted at the 35, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Pilots.
Honstein,
I think that was
redemption.
Blake Honstein, right, jumped right in front of that pass. Gonna take it in from 33 yards out.
Graziani kind of got hit as he was letting go of that one. It was kind of a panic throw a little bit, and he had 2 Ayersville guys in his face and let that one sail right into Honstein's arms.
2 plays in a row where he was kind of running for his life. We got to do a little better job on the blocking scheme if we're going to be throwing the ball. He just kind of ran back there, and I believe he was throwing to Edwards, wasn't he?
Yep.
It looked like it, and he was open, but Honstein saw it coming, jumped the route, and cut it underneath it.
Pilots again going for 2.
False
Flag
start.
on the play.
They didn't make it that time.
That was
The false start by Ayersville. They didn't get set that time.
Burner took it in the end zone. Unfortunately, as Tony said, Pilots were not set. So we got 11:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Pilots 22, Rams 6. False start on the Pilots on a 2-point conversion. Suddenly, when the score is 22-6, it gets just a little more chillier up here. Victory bell down here at the 50. Looking good for the Pilots right now is some of the Rams fans start to exit on this side. Still 11:30 to go here in the contest. Rams are not out of it. Just need to generate a little offense.
I mentioned throwing the ball, and they come out and they threw the ball, throwing the ball, and unfortunately we
threw it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, threw it to the wrong color.
Pass dropped in the flat. Honstein to Delano. Delano had it dropped at about the 3-yard line, which I don't know that he could have cut it up.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd have got in because Graziani.
Right, Graziani was right there, and the momentum was carrying towards the sideline. Taryn Ward walking back and forth down here on the Rams sideline, so Taryn appears to be all right. Now, whether or not he's going to re-enter, that's a whole other story, but at least health-wise, Taryn appears to be fine. Gavin Eckert, on the other hand, we have not seen Gavin come out.
He's down there. I think he's got his jacket
Does he?
down there. Yeah. I think he's got a varsity coat on it. I'm not sure, but that looks like him down there in a varsity coat.
But Gavin was injured, I believe, late second or late first quarter, went out with a shoulder injury.
He got tackled on the sideline, and Ayersville guy was kind of on top of him as they went down. And as soon as he rolled over, he just, if you've been playing football or watching football or for a while, you just see that kind of injury and that kind of tackle and land on top of him. That's basically the first thing you think of is, oh, that's a shoulder.
Quick check of scores. Antwerp 21, Wayne Trace 6. These are third quarter scores. Hicksville 27, Paulding 7. Edgerton 21, Fairview nothing. Columbus Grove 31, Crestview nothing. Defiance 35, Bath nothing. Delta 56, Swanton 7. Van Wert 19, Shawnee 14. LC 49, Bryan 7. Waseon 31, Patrick Henry 13.
Wow.
Napoleon 19, Springfield 6, Eden 51, Hilltop nothing, Bluffton 20, Lipsick 14. Anders across the 40 to the 45, close to the 50 goes Cole Anders on the kickoff return for the Rams. Nice return for Cole Anders. Miami Central Catholic 17, Lucas 10.
Rams are going to have to, speaking of Cole Anders, nice return, but, need to get him more involved in the offense now, especially with Eckert out. Maybe.
Cole as a wing last season. Obviously, the Rams offense a little more potent last year, but Cole, he had several key runs last year that actually led to victories.
Yeah, absolutely.
11:23 to go here in the fourth. It's 22-6. Graziani flush under pressure again, fires it out there in the flat. Anders has the ball go in and out of his hands at the Ayersville 48-yard line.
Man, guys up front, come on. He starts to roll out. He's got somebody right in his face, so he has to get deeper and deeper. And then, even if Anders had caught that ball, he was right at the stick. So he wouldn't have, I don't even think he would have gained a yard out of that.
Chicken 8-man score. Holgate 44, Striker 14.
Wow. Surprise, surprise. AJ's doing the old fist pump. He picked Holgate on our podcast.
Yep.
2nd and 10 here. Ball's on the Ayersville 49. Graziani shotgun formation. Fires it out there. Edwards has the ball again. Go in and out of his hands. Burner rides Edwards into the Rams bench. Brandon headed back out there.
Gotta hold on to the ball, guys.
I think he kind of tried to turn upfield a little bit before he had control of that one.
But again, pressure in Graziani's face right away. Even if he had caught the ball, it was minimal gain, maybe a yard or two.
3 receivers far side for Tinora.
I don't think we
One-
know what we're doing.
Swinehagen in the backfield. Play clock's at 5. Graziani, straight back drop. Looking. Fires out there. Has a man open. Caught by Cole. Oh, no, that's Carter Gilliam with his first catch over
they're gonna
there.
mark him short.
At the 40. Looked like he went out at the 39, which would have been enough for a first down.
Somebody from Ayersville is down on the far sideline over there, so they're going to call timeout here.
So they marked the Rams about a half a yard short. It's going to be 4th and a short one from the Ayersville 40. 11:01 to go here in the 4th quarter from Justin F. Coressel Stadium here at Tinora High School. Pilots of Ayersville 22, Rams of Tinora 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It looked like he had enough for the first down, but he must have stepped. I mean, his whole body was across the first down marker, it looked like. But
Nice catch out there by Carter Gilliam. Yeah, as you say, Tony, it looked like Carter tiptoed around that marker over there, but
Yeah,
they're saying he apparently stepped out.
must have. I mean, we got a great view from over
We
here.
have a high-def view tonight.
We got a great view. I mean, I was right on top of that, 120 yards away, but
But we can
But
see.
you got a better view than the ref that was 2.
yeah, I got a better view than a ref that was 10 yards away. Come on.
So the Rams are going to go for on this 4th and short. This is again where you miss Gavin Eckert. Graziani under center. Straight ahead goes
Got it.
Dominic. He's
Good.
going to have that first down. Rams will convert the 4th and short. 10:55 to go in the 4th. Rams march on. Graziani peels himself out of the bottom of the pile, heads over to Coach Helton to get the play.
And I see one thing we haven't changed, and that's the run under the sideline.
Can't do that overnight, unfortunately.
Yeah, literally overnight.
Ball's on the far side hash as the Rams are going right to left in the forest greens. They break the huddle. 3 receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation for Graziani. Fires out there in the flat.
Oh.
In and out of the hands of one of the pilots over there on the far sideline.
He had
I'm
2 or
think-
3 jerseys in his face again.
I'm thinking if Graziani has a second longer, he's going to see. I believe it was Askins that was down, ran a seam route, was wide open back there.
As a quarterback, you kind of have your passing progressions. You got your main target, and if he's not open, you got to see those next ones. But if you don't have a chance to set your feet,
As
you got to get rid of
AJ
it.
said, unfortunately, Dominic, if he doesn't see his first read, he has no chance for a second. 3 receivers near side. Swinehagen, low snap again. Scoops it off the ground under pressure. Comes near side.
Keep running.
45. Tackled about the 47-yard line. About a 9-yard loss on the play for the Rams.
We're not blocking up front at all in that pass. It's something we're not used to, is to learn to pass block because Tinora runs the ball. So,
Yeah.
when you got to change it up and do pass blocking, that's something you've got to practice. And obviously, just looking at these pass plays, we're not ready to move our feet the way we need to move our feet to pass block.
Taryn Ward checks back into the game for Tinora, so good to see Taryn back active.
I think this is Will Newman down here doing the old switcheroo back and forth between jerseys. He's putting
I
on
have an eligible jersey on.
yeah, he's putting a receiver
number-wise.
jersey on or a lineman jersey on, or we're going to get a timeout here.
Yeah, play clock was winding down. Rams burned their first timeout here of the half, so Newman goes from 54 to 80. So
I'm thinking that's who that was. I don't know. We came out here, we don't have an 80 on the roster. Then he changed into 54, so I'm thinking maybe
I think it's Will.
That's who it is.
Rams again, shorthanded tonight in several ways. 9:36 to go here in the contest. Ayersville 22, Tinora 6.
Tell you what, when I was in school, it was not easy to change a jersey that quick. it was a fight to get in and out of those jerseys.
Newman getting some last-second instructions from Coach Helton. Heads back out there. 3rd and 20 for Tinora, all the way back to their own, or I guess it's the Ayersville 48. Ball's on the near side hash. 3 receivers far side, Gilliam, Anders, and Edwards. Swinehagen next to Graziani, fires over the middle. Edwards with the catch to the 30. Pulled down at the 23-yard line, and he was just a hair away from taking that in for a 48-yard touchdown.
It's an illegal shift on the Rams. Saw it.
Flag on the far side over by the 50.
Edwards and Anders couldn't make up their mind who needed to be where, and they were both moving around when the ball was snapped. Edwards looks upset, but gotta be upset with yourself on that one, Brandon. Somebody's got to make a decision to stop.
As you said, Tony, it's kind of an adjustment to go from a ground and pound attack, and then you're running shotgun 3 wide, 4 wide at times.
But I'm going to tell you right now, that was a great throw coming across the middle into traffic. Great catch by Brandon. Concentration on that, but unfortunately didn't stand.
Graziani under pressure, straight back drop, hit as he throws, has a man out there, actually over the head of Edwards into the arm of Gilliam. Carter Gilliam with a catch at the 34-yard line for Tinora.
Makes that 4th and reasonable.
Yeah, Carter Gilliam with about 15, 16-yard reception. Actually more than that, about 20. Going to be 4th and 5. So again, two receptions by Carter Gilliam on this drive.
I think Brandon thought that was coming to him, and Carter was just sitting there.
It was. I don't know if actually that was who was intended for, but it worked out well. 8:35 and counting here.
I'll tell you what, Graziani's got some. He's pretty courageous out there. Seeing some of those jerseys, and he stands tall and gets rid of the ball, makes good throws.
Fires it over there, over the hand of Brandon Edwards into the Pilot bench on that 4th and 5. So Rams failed to convert. Edwards was out there. I don't know that he would have had enough for the first down. By the time he would have turned up, but there were several Pilots there.
Yeah, I don't believe so. But again, I think Gilliam was coming back across the middle there. If he'd have kind of turned around and looked, but he's so used to being under pressure. I think he just wanted to get rid of that one. But
8:23 to go here in the 4th. Ayersville 22, Tinora 6 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
I like the play calling, though. Throwing the ball around, the Rams can do that. They've got the athletes to do that. We just got to get some more experience in our belt to kind of run that kind of offense.
Well, from near side receiver, Delano comes in motion. Honstein fakes a handoff, actually gives it on the inside handoff to Weston McGuire. Chase coming back this side, still on his feet. McGuire actually brought down about a 2-yard loss.
Ran a little counter reverse there underneath, and I don't think anybody saw him at first except for Anders.
Also, about 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Pilots as we hit the under 8 mark here in the 4th quarter. Rams with 2 timeouts. Ayersville has 3. Pilot faithful still strong. Actually, quite a bit of Ram fans still remain. A few have exited, but blackout for the students tonight. Burner, handoff across the 30. Basically get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Pilots offense.
I'll tell you what, the Rams defense has been holding tight today. They've kind of shut down Burner and Honstein, running the ball.
Approaching the 7-minute mark here. Rams trail 22-6.
I mean, you look at the score, you got two big pass plays and then that pick 6. That's kind of like the Liberty Center game.
Right.
Yeah, just exactly. A couple big plays away from being in the game. But
Farmer and Delano near side for the Pilots. Honstein straight back drop, looking flushed near side, fires it out here. coming back to try and make a catch. I think that was Delano. No, that actually was Farmer. Falls incomplete. About a yard short of him. 4th and 11 for the Pilots on their own 32.
Punt team will come on here.
Rams again with a chance to make a statement.
Once again, Javen Gaines blowing through the line of scrimmage there and making Honstein have to run for it a little bit.
See if the Rams get that. I tell you what, they were close the last time on the punt. I want to see if they go after this a little bit harder.
Graziani back at his 35. Oh,
It's
Askins blocked
They
it.
got it.
Graham Askins got back there just as Coach Fairchild called it. The Rams will take over 1st and 10 from the Ayersville 20, just what the doctor ordered. The crystal ball over there gets some lotto tickets this weekend.
Haskins shaking his hands. That probably did sting a little bit in the
yeah.
cold. Great job by the Rams going to get that. So they were close last time, so I was surprised I'd be surprised if they didn't try to give it just a little bit extra there.
Rams need 2 two-point conversions and 2 touchdowns to tie the game, but with 6:34 to go, Rams are in business. 1st and 10 from the Ayersville 21 after that Graham Haskins block punt. Newman and Dockenhouse far side. Gilliam, Anders, and Edwards near side. Now Edwards goes in motion, handoff to Brandon, cuts it up, now bounces it back outside. Edwards to the 15, is close to the 10. Nice move over there by Brandon. Gets close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Put a little shake and bake on over there and made somebody miss. Got about 5 or 6 more yards out of that.
Looks like they did get the first down.
They will give him. No,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Didn't look like he had it, but
All right. Well, this means Rams can still get another first down here. Just
in
That's about the 1.
Yeah, about the 1. Tight formation for the Rams. Graziani fakes a pitch. Under pressure again. Fires it out there to flat. It's caught.
No.
Then dropped. Went from almost intercepted to almost caught to deflected. It's Cole Anders over there. All kinds of excitement on that play.
That looked like it was supposed to be like an inside screen, but because none of the linemen really blocked. They kind of let everybody go through like they're supposed to be like a little underneath screen, but we threw the ball to the sidelines. I'm not sure.
Graham Askins checks back in. Carter Gilliam checks out for the Rams on the 2nd and 10 play from the Ayersville 11-yard line. Just over 6 minutes to go here. Rams trail 22-6. Ball's on the far side hash. Graziani fakes a pitch inside, handoff to Anders. Gets to the 10, falls forward to the 9. That's that inside handoff that was effective last year. This year really hasn't gone anywhere.
Well, that's a play you got to set up by being able to run your other plays, and we're struggling running the other plays. So got to put this in the end zone here.
Dockenhouse and Adkins check out. Schweinhagen goes far side. Near side receivers of Gilliam and Anders. Edwards in the backfield next to Graziani on this 3rd and 8 from the 9. Graziani looking, fires it. Has a man out there. Owen Burner stepped in front of Anders.
That was about a pick 6. He'd have caught that there. I don't know how fast Graziani is, but he had the whole sideline.
It'll be 4th and 8 for Tinora. 5:26 to go here in the 4th. Rams trail 22-6 on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. Thanks for tuning in. Coach Tony Fairchild, Dr. A.J. Fairchild, myself, Keith Brown, and Mike Bailey on camera, bringing you the game here tonight from Tinora High School on Tinora Rams Live.
Kind of the ball game here if we can get a first down or get in the end zone.
Low snap, Graziani scoops it up under pressure, fires it in the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. I think it was intended for Carter Gilliam. Anders in the back of the end zone as well as the ball was deflected. So Pilos defense holds again. Ayersville offense takes over with 5:20 to go in the contest, leading 22-6. Next week we'll be at Paulding. Rams will travel over to take on the Panthers. And for the Pilots, they will have a huge contest versus.
Do they play that game?
They play. That's what I'm looking. Got to get my. Mike brought us up lights, but for whatever reason I didn't use it, so I'm using my phone flashlight. That is at Ayersville, the way it looks like. There we go. AJ breaks out the lights with 5:10 to go here in the contest. We should have used this earlier. My God, this is great.
Let's bring the light. Let's bring the lights. Let's just leave them hang there and not use them.
Kind of forgot about it. This thing's fantastic. Thank you, Mike. Mike even made a special trip down to get him. I kind of forgot about it. 2nd and 6 for the Pilots from their own 13 as we are at the 4:40 mark. Holstein across the 15 to the 20 to the 21.
Yeah, first down, I believe.
And I believe, yes, that is enough for a Pilot first down.
I tell you what, Mike was talking before the game about his little generator that he brings. He maybe have to bring that baby in the next home game and hook some space heaters up to that thing.
If anybody wants to donate a press box up here for us for next year, we'll be more than happy to accept a donation to build it. We need about a 8 by 12. Be fine. Maybe 8 by 15. Be a little more cozy. Delano takes the handoff the left side. Gave him about 2 on the play for the Pilots. Abe Delano, 19 carries on the season for 131 yards. 19 receptions coming into the game as well. 2nd and 9 for the Pilots from their own 22, 3:40 and counting here. Things are looking good for the Pilots. Things are looking good for the Cleveland Browns a couple weeks ago as well at this point. Actually, with about a minute and 20 to go, things are looking good for the Browns.
Yeah,
But
Rams do have 2 timeouts left. They did call one earlier in the 3rd quarter, but
Burner with a handoff. Also about a yard on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Pilots as we
Rams take a timeout.
just as you called. So everybody comes over to Coach Sleeser and his staff over here on the near side of the Tinora Rams bench. Coach Helton calling the offense for Tinora tonight. Coach Becker also down there. Coach Becker normally upstairs with us, down on the sidelines.
In the press box.
3:16 to go as the Pilots are down, or the Tinora Rams are down to 1 timeout. 22-6. Pilots on top. Ball's on the Ayersville 21-yard line.
Got the little shiny river trophy for the river rivalry setting down here at the 50-yard line on our side. As Keith was saying, that Tenora's won it the past few years, so Pilots can hold on. They can take it back with them for the year, and we'll reset and do everything again next year.
Rams have won 14 of the last 15 contests. 2016 was the last recent Ayersville victory. Ayersville leads the all-time series 24-21 with 1 tie. Burner with the handoff gets to the 25-yard line. Gain of 4 for Owen Burner. It's going to be 4th and about 6 for Coach Mickey and the Pilots. Coach Mickey, reading the article in the Coressel News, said he drives by Tinora on his way home every single day thinking about this game. Well, since he got the job, obviously.
Where's Coach Mickey from?
I'm not sure, actually. He was a coach at Fairview for several years. This is kind of bizarre when Coach Mickey from Fairview was hired to coach the Ayersville Pilots, and Coach McCord, whose father, longtime coach, actually the field's named after him at Ayersville, is the coach at Fairview. So technically, Coach McCord could go coach on his dad's field named after him.
Yeah, I guess it just depends. Maybe when you applied for the job, or who knows? Who knows?
Actually, that'll probably take place next year, because this year, last game of the year, Ayersville is at Fairview. So next year, Coach McCord will coach on his field named after his father.
Yeah.
4th and 6 for the Pilots. punt. This gets underway. Line drive kick. Graziani comes up, fields it on the run at the 47, gets across the 45 to the 44 for the Rams. So Tinora with 3:01 to go in the contest, trailing 22-6.
No timeouts.
With no timeouts. Hope to have a little bit of spark in the offense here.
No, even though it's cold, still nothing better than Friday night football.
Oh, my word.
Football. I should say football under the lights. And it's something about watching the football game under the lights is just different.
It's great.
College games, they play at night. It's just different when it's, the field's lit up and just awesome.
As we will get through this play here, but last Thursday, Virginia Tech hosted a home game. We'll let this play right out. 1st and 10 for the Rams offense. Graziani under center. Enters in motion. Straight back drop for Graziani under pressure again. Wiggles his way out of it. Fires out here in the flat. Cole Anders. Looks like the ball hits the ground. Is incomplete. But if we were talking on the Northwest Ohio Sports Podcast about intro music, and Virginia Tech came out to that intercept, which they do at every home game, but the night games, the Virginia Tech plays with that song are just amazing. And I sent that to Logan. I believe he shared it on his account. The Northwest Ohio Sports account, that is. Yeah. And just watching that 90-second video still makes the hair stand up on your arm. It's just amazing.
That was like Wayne Trace came out last week. They were playing
Thunderstruck
by AC/DC.
Yes.
That's another good walkout song.
That was great.
It was kind of funny, though. They played it until they got to the field, and then once the players got to the field, they quit playing it.
Graziani in the shotgun formation on the 2nd and 10. Under pressure again. Tackled all the way back to the Tinora 46-yard line. About a 10-yard loss on the play for the Rams. One thing in the upcoming week of practice, I think the Rams will definitely have to work on the
pass blocking,
stating the obvious. You go from pretty much a run team. You fall behind, so obviously you're going to throw more than usual, but you can tell the Rams' pass blocking is just a little bit.
I tell you, Graziani has a great presence. The play before this, on the first down play, he kind of just stepped up in between two guys again, just kind of nonchalant, made that throw over to Cole, but it was a little short, but just great presence just to step forward into the pocket.
3rd and 20 for the Rams. Graziani fires it out in the flat. Nobody out there actually was intended for, I think, Cole Anders. Falls short of Cole. It'll be 4th and 20 with 2:05 to go here.
We're only throwing 3 guys into the pattern, and because we need to have the guys block, and Ayersville's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 guys dropped back to guard those 3. It'll be kind of hard to get them open.
2:05 to go here in the 4th. Graziani near side hash mark for him. Takes a snap, straight back drop, fakes, looking deep, fires it deep. Carter Gilliam out there sails over his head out of bounds. The Pilots again hold. Seems like for about the 4th or 5th time here in the 4th quarter on 4th and long. So the Pilots with 1:57 to go take over and probably be in victory formation. Rams have no timeouts, trailing 22-6.
Can't quite kill the clock. 25-second play clock. Can't quite get there, can they?
No.
Be close.
We'll check on some area scores while we have a brief moment. Pilots are in victory formation. Here, as we said, 22-6. Hicksville 34, Coach Lucas Smith and the Aces taking out their yearly frustration here on the Paulding Panthers.
I tell you, that was a game we talked about.
34-7, Hicksville.
Look at the podcast. I believe we all took Paulding, if I remember right. But that was one of those games where you just kind of look at it and go, man, this could be the. But congratulations to the Aces to get their first victory of the year.
Edgerton 28, Fairview nothing. That's a final. Defiance 35, Bath nothing. Van Wert 29, Shawnee 14, Napoleon 19, Springfield 6, Bluffton 34, Lipsick 14. Lipsick's going to fall under 500. We're going to be 3 and 4 as Hollenstein takes a knee. 115 and counting here. LCC 26, Lucas 23, Wauseon 38, PH 13, Eden 51, Hilltop nothing. That has not been updated since the half. probably still 51-0, I would assume. Columbus Grove 31, Crestview 6, LC 49, Bryan 7, Archibald 41, Evergreen 0, Delta 70, Swanton 7. And I don't have the 8-man score. Switch over. 40 seconds to go here on this 3rd and 16. Pilots in victory formation. Check out Holgate's. Oops. Go back to the Holgate Twitter feed for those of you interested in the 8-man score, because we are. Last update was 28 minutes ago, was 44-14, so no recent update there. Back here, final rolling in. We got 20 seconds to go here on the officially as teams are in the
already lining up
line here. Ayersville is going to grab that victory bell. We're going to walk away with a 22-6 win. We're going to be back to wrap it up here on your Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services post-game show, and we're going to do that right after this.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back at Tinora High School, Pilots heading out with that victory bell. 22-6 win over the Rams. And for the season, Ayersville is going to improve to 6-1, 4-0 in the GMC. The Rams are going to fall to the 500 mark, 3-3, and 2-2 in the GMC. Welcome to the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game summary. No scoring in the first quarter. Had an exciting second quarter. Jacob Bishop, halfway through, 6:44, nailed a 37-yard field goal. Rams had a 3-0 lead. Right before the half, 2:16 mark, Honstein saw Delano over the middle wide open, hit him the 40-yard touchdown. Pilots led 6-3. They went for 2. That was good. Ayersville with an 8-3 lead. As we said, 2:16 to go before the half. Rams trying to put points on the board, committed the turnover. Pilots took over, made the Rams pay. 45 seconds to go. Honstein hit Schlockler with a 17-yard touchdown over the middle, again, basically uncovered. 14-3, Pilots led. Honstein took the 2-point conversion in. They led 16-3. Right before the half, Rams threatened to score, had to settle for a 24-yard Jacob Bishop field goal right at the gun. Rams with a 16-6 deficit. Only scoring in the second half was a 33-yard touchdown return by Blake Honstein at the 11:30 mark of the fourth quarter. Extra point was no good. Pilots led 22-6, and that was the final, 22-6. Again, Rams will travel to Paulding next week. We'll take on the Panthers. And in a huge GMC game, Pilots will take on the Antwerp Archers. Final thoughts here, gentlemen, for tonight's River Bowl contest.
We kind of talked at the beginning of the year, the two front runners for the GMC being kind of Edgerton and Antwerp. And as the season has progressed here, Ayersville's kind of kept the low a little bit, winning the games, slowly moving up the ranks a little bit. To now, they're looking at a solid possibility of having a shot at the title. So they played well tonight, and see what they can do against Antwerp.
A big crowd expected next week at Ayersville, Craig McCord Field over there for basically could be the GMC title game.
In this game, shout out to the Rams. I mean, I'll tell you what, let me give a shout out to the Pilots first. I mean, Honstein played great. Burner and those guys, they deserved the win. They did a great job tonight and completed everything. Did what they were supposed to do, came in here and took care of business. For the Rams, some unfortunate events took place this week, and kind of put the Rams behind the 8 ball. And those kids came out here and they played well. In my opinion, played great. Considering everything that was going on, and they did a great job. And some of those younger kids got their eyes opened up a little bit tonight. Got some playing time that they don't normally get, and then Eckert goes down on top of everything else that's going on. Just kind of added to the I guess the down plays. And I'm trying to look for the right word, but it just kind of put another little nail in the side of us tonight. But the Rams played well. Javen Gaines had another great game up front there. In a block punt, they're just special team things, and it's kind of awesome there. But the Rams played great. I'm proud of them, and then they're just going to have to regroup here this next week, and they get a full week of practice with with everybody, and see what they can do.
And we don't know the obviously what's going to go on with Gavin.
Yeah.
But it looks like Gavin could be lost for a considerable amount of time. Like you said, we don't know, but we'll find out early next week. But Dominic Graziani kind of baptism under fire.
Yeah.
And he had for being a sophomore, he does have a lot of poise, a lot of elusiveness out there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what,
just needs a week of practice with the first team, and
right.
Could be some positive things for Graziani.
We always talk about Ultimus and those guys with the cannons for an arm. I tell you what, they don't really have much on Graziani. That kid, he throws the ball well, and like you said, I think he just needs some first team reps, and even this week, he didn't get first team reps, because Gavin was still there, and then getting thrown into the game, and then the second quarter, beginning of the second quarter there, that's he'll get some reps in, and they'll get better. But I was glad to see some of the play calling that they tried to pull out tonight, and it's got to work like we talked about in the middle of the game, working some of that pass blocking, and give him some more time. And I tell you what, that could be a threat.
Yep. Looking at the final numbers from Sean and Kirsty Mack, do a fantastic job here at Tinora for the stats. Rams had 54 plays for 158 total yards. Pilots 43 plays for 199 yards. Rams had 79 yards of passing offense, 79 yards of rushing offense.
That's considered a balanced attack.
Very balanced attack for the Rams. Pilots 33 attempts, 74 yards rushing, and 125 yards passing for Ayersville.
I'll tell you what, you'd have told me that we were going to hold Ayersville team to less than 100 yards rushing. I probably would have believed you.
No, that was, as you guys said, Rams played, under all the circumstances, Rams played right to the final whistle. Defense came out swinging, actually had a lead right before the half. Unfortunate, turnover down here. They went down, scored, and then, as you guys said, that's when Gavin Eckert was right there in that spot, and with him being out of injury, Rams defense solely missed Gavin, but we'll see everybody next week over at Paulding. Well, actually, Dr. AJ will not be with us next week, so we won't see him.
Neither will I.
And Coach Tony, just me and Logan solo, so we can add somebody who wants to be a guest color guy.
I won't say, unfortunately, I got to be there.
Right, like Logan did when he was getting married. But best wishes to Dr. AJ over the next month or so. We'll see him back in week 10 as he slides into the married life. So best wishes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So final here from Tinora, Ayersville 22, Tinora 6 for Coach Tony Fairchild. It's me, Keith Brown, Dr. AJ Fairchild, and Mike. Mr. Mike on the camera did a fantastic job for Logan. We'll be back next week. Until then, have a fantastic night, everybody, and we'll see you next week as we head over to Paulding.
Thanks for listening to this exclusive presentation of Tinora Rams Sports. Be sure to tune in next time when we bring you more Rams action. And follow us online at TinoraRamsSportsAudio.com.